Good morning, everybody. Welcome back for another episode of WhaleWatch, where we're going to start doing something a little bit different on Friday pre-markets. We're going to take the time every Friday morning before open, before we start punting some contracts back and forth. We're going to take some time to look at some of the flow that we caught during the week. And Anthony, I think you only had like one biggin that we were going to look at, and I have one biggin that somebody brought to Snorlax during his stream yesterday that I think is one of the examples of something I'd be a little more comfortable using that insider word. But we'll get to that one in a second. What are we going to start with today, Anthony?
So we had a couple that were... So we had an Amazon, an AXTI, and an eBay. So the Amazon and AXTI were kind of some examples we want to check open interest on. I did not have a chance to check them, so it's going to be real time when we look at them here. So let me pop them in here. So this is from 7/6, so this would be Monday's stream here. So let's go take a peek at that. So Monday's stream... Let's see, I'm trying to see where we wanted to check that open interest. So 7/6 here. So it looks like I'm assuming
tap?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go in here. Let me go find it here. Do it the old-fashioned way. So 7/6. Yeah, so there we go. So I mean, we had 600 there, got about 500 there, so 1100 there, followed by, hey, roughly almost 1100 there. So look at our volume. So again, really good example here of why you check that open interest. We had 2,300 contracts traded total on the day, about 2,000 between both of those. We only had about 1,500 total carryover, so, it's hard to know exactly what happened here, but I would say, a different party is holding some contracts there. Now, if we had that full carryover, because the carryover is a little higher than I'd anticipate there, but I'd say some of that got closed out and maybe some of that got passed around there. Kind of my read on it there. I mean, 218, 239, kind of dumb to get out 3 cents, but you just never know what happens. But yeah, no, I mean, you didn't have that full open interest carry over. So, I mean, some contracts may have got closed out there throughout the day. Obviously, we have other trades in here as well too, but let's look at the AXTI. Maybe that'll be a little clearer of an example there.
What happened to Amazon yesterday? Did they take a nut kick? Look at that drop in value over day. Or was that 201 or 194? Yeah, okay, I guess that's not as extreme. They had a nice
and I mean they were up for a couple days there too. Let's just see it. We'll just take a peek at her here quick. Yeah, I mean they got that good pop there. I mean, that next day and then Thursday there. I almost said Wednesday. I'm still used to these 4-day weeks now, man. I get my brain wrapped around saying Thursday instead of Friday, and then, hey, well, it's a full week now. I mean, they were up for a good portion there. Good portion. But, all right, let's take a peek at those AXTIs. So another one we want to double check. Ooh, this one could be a little spicier here. Let me pop this guy open. All right, so here's our 7/6. So we have, again, let's put it to that day view, go to 7/6. So here's where we were, double check that open interest. You had 600 contracts here, 500 there. So now most of that did carry over, so that position did hold. Now, what I'm seeing here is 7/8. Let's take a peek at that guy here. So pop this to today. Let's go 7 days. So look at the big bid side candle there. This one kind of more of probably a clear, potential exit there with seeing all that volume kind of coming at once. That'd catch my eye a little bit there, but yeah, that
looks like he's
and this was, yep. I was gonna say it's not a full closure, so somebody's holding some of these contracts. We only had 213 drop off that.
I think it's
open
a full
interest
closure with somebody else shorting them at the same time.
Yep. Different parties holding some of those contracts, but
party is now in a 900 open interest position. But I mean, identical size. 110, maybe. 1110 was the full carryover from the 6. We've got 1100 volume. on the 8th, and like you're saying, only 213 of those contracts trimmed off. So the rest of them, somebody else is holding on to those now.
Yep. So I mean that always kind of goes back to the importance of don't just rely on open interest. You have to kind of look at everything there. Because I mean, if you're just relying on that open interest, hey, well, you'd assume that person's still in fully when they're truly not. Now let's just pull up the eBay and then we can do the insider on that. Yeah, that's just insane. I mean, that was insane.
Oh, you want something insane? I got something insane for you.
Oh, I know which one you're showing me.
I
Yeah,
got something insane for you. So I'll just quickly go over this one. Snorlax posted it. I retweeted it with some context. This bad boy, dude, there's no way this wasn't someone that didn't know what was going to happen. So the whole situation here with CRNX, right? They got a $10 billion bid from Vertex, another biopharma company, VRTX, for $10 billion, revolving around one of their treatments that's been having a lot of good results and supposedly is going to be doing, I think, like $5 billion in revenue boost should this go through. But some bastard, lack of a better word, went ahead and got 550 contracts at the $55 call for 10 cents each. They spent $5.4 thousand on this back on July 2nd, right? Cool. And, that probably skipped a lot of people's filters. That's not a lot of premium. That is a baby trade in the grand scheme of things. Plenty of non-whales will take a $5,000 trade. The curious thing is that news about the buyout dropped the next fucking day. And look at this overnight gain shit show, dude. They even got the exit on the 9th, basically at the same price that they hit the highs of on the 7th. So I'm going to call it an overnight gain. From $5,000 to $1.5 million. That's not Anthony. Anthony, that's not him. That's not me. That's not you. That's someone who knew what the fuck was going to happen. There's no other explanation here. That's not luck. Someone had an inkling of an idea, let's say, that buyout news was on the way. Allegedly. That's what it looks like to me. This is an obscure, way out of the money contract. Let me see. It might not even meet the historical flow requirements, is how tiny this was. Okay, it did. Damn. Or because my account has a little bit of an extension back there. 33% out of the money. 7 days to go. This is an example of what Anthony and I like to bring up when we're looking at premium grabs, right? A lot of times we'll see flow like this, and it's actually sold to open, not bought to open. And there's a non-zero chance that I would have had that read on this if I saw it come in live. They filled kind of mid-ish, right? 0 to 15. Nobody was transacting this contract. Nobody was touching it or even looking at it, smelling it, nothing. Nobody looked at this damn contract. It was 32% out of the money with 7 days to expiration. Come on. Just come on. And then the next day, the position's worth $1.5 million. I have nothing else to say to that other than fuck this guy. That's all I got. Yeah, over 28,000% gain overnight. I'm gonna go ahead and say that wasn't a guess, and that wasn't luck.
Just a lucky,
No luck here. No luck here, folks. That's some shit. That's
plot twisted to your receptionist at the
Eunice, if you actually have had that bad of a week, homie, I'm gonna need you to take a breather, not take a single trade today. Maybe not Monday. You need to recollect and take some time off, I think. Homie says that I blew my account 8 times this week. What the fuck is up with this market this week? Last episode, Wednesday, we had a really good discussion with mentalist Wayne Hoffman. There'll be a couple videos of that coming out in the coming week as well. Some highlights of Anthony's mind melting. Numerous times, you could say. We started off that conversation talking about the psychology of trading in general, and I went over a couple of my own massive fuck-ups by trading in a bad situation with a bad mental outlook bad state of mind, blowing accounts repeatedly. We got to avoid that shit. So if you see yourself going on a losing streak, fuck off for a few days, man. The market's not going to go anywhere. There will always be trades. Every single day there's going to be something. You can just take a few days off, recollect. If you got to beat yourself up a little bit, give yourself like 15, 20 minutes to beat yourself up a little bit, and then fuck off into the ether. And then come back on Monday or Tuesday. I really wouldn't take any trades if I'm on a losing streak. Not like that.
Yeah, and I mean, even with next week, because we got earnings season starting, just, it's...
Hey, man, not everybody's allergic to earnings like you are.
Hey, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm allergic to it, but I mean, if a certain company that's a mega cap reports, it can impact the whole sector. So I mean, it's just it's just a caution thing. Like if I'm not doing this and stuff, usually earnings season, that week chilling. I might just kind of hang out for a week, maybe lightly play position. But yeah, that's all I kind of do
chilling until Nvidia reports a month later and blows everything up.
I mean, it's that first week and a half of earnings once you get through like the Metas, the Netflixes, Teslas, it gets a little better because I mean, little less likely of a mega cap kind of moving an entire sector or market, but. Yeah.
Damn, we got 7 minutes to open already. But I mean, did you have any other notables from the week? We had a pretty slow week on flow.
Just that eBay, and I mean, it's 161 days out. They don't care what's happening this week. We talked about that in kind of real time there. I mean, that's very, very far dated. And I mean, those
of you making requests, we will get to those. I promise. Just stick around. We'll be doing flow reviews per usual. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean, these look good here. I mean, you got that spot price rising, IV rising. Again, it's 161 days out. They're probably not looking for a move this week. That's just kind of my read on it. That's why I like to avoid kind of the longer term flow, unless you're comfortable sitting in drawdown sometimes, just because
you might be sitting in some drawdown for some time.
Yep.
And keep in mind also, like when you see hundreds of thousands of dollars to millions of dollars being transacted, that's most likely a player that can stomach drawdown. Like they probably have a massive bankroll. This is one of many positions of similar size, most likely. So don't get too gung-ho on really long dated stuff, because that person, we don't know what the hell they're doing. This could even possibly be short. Just because it transacted at the ask doesn't guarantee a long. They probably have no problem just sitting in this shit indefinitely. But I would read it kind of. The way we looked at it on Wednesday is it did look long to me.
Yeah, it's got it right here. Yeah, I mean, you got your IV rising spot price. I mean, it would read as a buy. Would read as a buy to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you got 2 earnings session periods that you're gonna have to sit over to. That's just the thing I hate about the long term stuff. I know there's people, you can't sit at your desk all day and stare at the flow feed, but I'm not a super big fan of this stuff, but I mean, they're only 12% out of the money, and
yeah, no,
you never know.
It's just so far. It could be a straight up hedge on their shares, because that's generally what puts are used for by big money anyway, unless they're like really trying to catch a move. There's a lot going on here. This isn't necessarily bearish with how far out it is. This could be a straight up hedge against fucking 20 million shares. Who knows? I don't know this guy.
Yep.
I don't know who did it.
Yep. I mean, you got earnings in 19 days.
And they're down significantly currently, right?
I mean,
they get a little pop after fill. Yeah, they're down quite a bit.
529, 430. Yeah, I mean, you're down about 15%, 20%, which I mean, it's 161 days out, obviously. You have really forgiving contracts too, but I am curious to see, because look what came in third. Look at that. We had a big spike in put premium on yesterday, too. I just want to see what that is.
Did that.
Out of curiosity here.
And hey, maybe we'll eat our words and none of this is hedging. It's all directional. Ooh,
I'm gonna take a guess. I was gonna say, I bet you anything it's a multi-leg. Oh wow, look at that. Should have bet you a pie to the face on that one.
Yeah, that's.
Yep, there you go.
Ooh, not a roll.
Oh, no. So they're probably selling that 108 and buying the 116. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. A little bit of a put debit spread, it looks like.
Hey, look at that. It was listening to you. It was listening to you.
Which by the way, is likely somewhat bearish positioning. You know what? Keep an eye on that too. Let's follow
Oh
that one
god.
along.
Yeah,
I'm
this one's
curious
at least a
now.
little closer
Yeah,
dated.
that's
This one's a little
short-dated.
closer dated.
This is the kind of flow that feels more directional to me. It's short-dated. It's not, 170 days or whatever the hell that other one was, where it looks like they're just going to sit on that shit for months and months and months. This feels directional. A lot shorter dated. Pretty decent premiums on those contracts. They're receiving money for selling that lower strike, buying the higher strike. That feels like a bearish position to me. 2 weeks to expiration. What are we looking at on the heat zone there?
I'm looking, kind of having an issue loading it kind of a little bit here. I'm trying to look for that spot price. So we're at what, 115-ish, so kind of in here-ish. I mean, we're coming up to that heavy positive gamma here, so and I mean, just kind of looking at where that price is, so you might kind of
Yeah, I wonder why the heat map's not loading.
coming into that there. I wonder if it's just this one though. I just want to check a different
Just check
name
like
here,
NVIDIA
because I was looking at them earlier and they were just fine. Yeah, it's just eBay there, because
eBay being wonky.
AMD, okay.
All right, I'll make a note of it anyway. We'll double check on it later, and if there's something wrong, I'll just let the dev team know and they'll get it fixed.
Yeah, I mean, you got some negative gamma down at 116.108 there for the 724 expiration. So maybe see a little downside there. We'll have to see. Have to see. Jeez, Tucker. Mean. Tucker's a bully, man.
I'm just trying to bring a little light to your life,
All right, you're going to want to scroll up a little bit in the show chat, Anthony, for the first request we had coming in. We have about half a minute until open. I'm not going to get too crazy about open. I don't tend to put contracts on right when the open starts. So we can start flow reviews a little early and start tackling some of these. We got a lot of requests this morning, and so we're going to do it. Welcome back, XW3. I'm glad to see you here, homie. I'm really trying to get
welcome
the Twitch channel back to its old glory, and you were there for the old glory. So I love seeing you old timers come back, homie. XW3 was there when I got DDoSed.
Jeez. SMCI here. Actually, hold on. We open. I just want to refresh my tabs here quick, and then we can do those. Just get them all.
That was a riot of a day. We had like 2,000 people on the Twitch channel watching live.
Jeez.
And then my internet just got full blown wrecked. I had to change my actual IP address just to stay live. It was fucking crazy.
Jeez, dude.
It sucked.
Back in those COVID days when nobody had anything better to do.
Right. That was like the GameStop death threats and shit I got for an article I wrote. I was like, damn, you guys need to chill out. It's a game store. Let's settle down.
Yeah, don't start that now. I like my internet.
Yeah.
I like my internet. Don't start that now. Well, I got VPN, so I'm good. Anyways,
SMCI, the first
SMCI, yeah. Let's take a peek here. So
JJ on Substack. That's a lot of J's, bro.
Why is my net premium not working for SMCI here now? Okay, let's give her a little refresh. Okay, there we go. At SMCI, man, I'm not a big fan of this name. They always, like, whenever I have a bullish read on this thing, there's some stupid news article that comes out like Taiwan's invading they have a financial report that's being delayed. The government's investigating them. Taiwan's raiding their facility. Like, every time I have a bullish read, that always happens. It just infuriates me because I'm like, oh, it's annoying. So I mean, anything with SMCI, just because of all that stuff circulating around it, I kind of take it with a grain of salt. I do want to see what happened here on 7-8 though, because we do have
789, bro.
Call premium.
We got a nice pop on the Nasdaq right out of the open. I'm just watching to see if anything.
Yeah, I kind of had a bullish read. I had a kind of bullish read going into today.
We have a lot of positive gamma up above, or right in between two positive gamma zones too. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this and see what they do within this range. But otherwise, flow review mornings. Friday can be a pretty heavy flow review day moving forward too, because usually before we were doing the show, I didn't really trade that much on Fridays. I would usually take one or two maybe. I got a bad track record on Friday, so it's one of my lighter days of trading.
It's especially during the summertime, lighter flow too. Yeah. So It looks like, look at that, we got 38,000 there. About 44,000 there. Very, very roughly the same size candle there. So this is coming back on, what was that, May 11th. So I want to take a peek here.
11.
So here is May 11th. Most of that carried over. Not seeing, any, significant candles until Thursday there. And here you got it there. Look at that. 44,000 there traded on 7-8. We had 25,000 drop off that open interest. So kind of like before, where, that whale probably, I'm going to assume here that these might have been short. Because, 454 in there. Looked like they're buying them back at 11 cents. That'd be my kind of read on that one there. So, yeah, it's... Yeah, especially on a Friday, man.
Dude, I am
a
drooling ape this morning. I didn't sleep shit all week. I
You
know
never
every
sleep.
single
You
word that's
never
coming out of
sleep.
your mouth, and I'm just like, what the fuck did he just say?
You never sleep. Maybe I'll start showing my crypto while you're not paying attention.
Oh god.
Yeah, this is, if this guy was short their contracts, look at how much sweat they would have been in there.
Oh yeah. But that's one of the beauty. That's like the beauty of some of shorting. Is time's usually on your side. I would be a lot more anxious shorting calls though.
Yeah, no. Yeah, like I'm more. Yeah, I'm more of somebody that shorts puts. I'll short calls every once in a while, but it's so hairy. Well, and like I'll short it on.
Pay you like crazy if you trade sideways. If those calls expire in the money, you're cooked no matter what.
Yeah, and with like the puts, like, hey, I'll trade. I'll usually sell them on like a company where if for some reason it drops, and I gotta buy the shares, okay, then at least it's a company I like long term.
Yeah, fair enough. If you get stuck with shares, it's whatever. Now, I guess shorting calls, if you're sitting on a shitload of shares and you're not like super hot on them, they'll just take them away. There's protection there. Naked shorting is where you really get yourself into trouble. Put some pants on before you short.
Yeah,
as I'm eyeballing for a NASDAQ short.
Yeah, I'm the naughty one that shorts those 40%, 50% out of the money weekly Tesla puts. If Tesla's dropping 50% in a week, I think I'll take a discount on that. I'm sure it'll have a little bounce back. It should have a little bounce back, maybe, but otherwise, yeah. I don't know. That's not a good thing to do. Do not naked short. Do not naked short.
Maybe I would be willing to bet a lot of people in our audience right now are probably a lot richer than both of us. So you guys can do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. I'm not going to be naked shorting anytime ever.
You're not me.
Don't like it. It makes me very, very
uncomfortable. Yeah, if it's like something that's like 10% out of the money, I'll usually do something covered. But other than that, 50% out of the money over.
I'm gonna do. Are you gonna take another deeper look at SMCI before we move on to the next request?
I'm just gonna do a heat zone read on this one here. I had a heat zone read.
Periscope read before we get to the next flow requests.
Ooh.
Oh, we're right up in it.
Yeah, we're right up in that right now.
There's about to be some solid information from this page.
Yeah, I'm looking at this here. So we got absolute gamma here at 2850. So this is gonna be the strongest magnet and pin. Look at our 0-day expiration right now.
Oh my god. All right, I'm bitching mode. Look at that. That's why I wanted to do the Periscope read. We're coming right up into gamma resistance. Son of a bitch.
You'll get another one. You'll get another one.
All right, go ahead. Heat zone this mofo.
Yeah, we're sitting on that highest expiration, right? Or the highest strike there right now. So that 28.5 is going to act as a little resistance here. So we do have a little gamma above us. So might see, maybe a small pop up there, but I have us kind of, maybe hanging around this kind of 28.5, possibly 29. That'd be a big move to get up to that kind of 30 there, and we're kind of getting over that 28.5 right now. So I would kind of be looking for maybe a little resistance here. And I'm looking at next week's expiration. You got a lot of negative gamma below us at 26, 27, a little positive at 31, but that negative gamma by far below us is a lot higher than 14 days out. You got some at 30. It's kind of a more jumbled heat map, I'd say here. I don't know when they have earnings. I'm guessing it's probably like 15 days or so.
Today is
But-
really going to be a flow review heavy day. Holy shit, people are going with the requests.
Oh boy,
Tucker,
Oh,
you got a lot of copy
boy.
pasting to do.
Yeah, I mean the heat zone, like short term, I kind of maybe have us, chopping around
already
this
got most
area
of them,
here. Then
actually.
next week maybe a kind of
Yeah, I was gonna
Next week,
say I
maybe
don't think I see anything that I haven't put in.
not yet.
You got anxious there
Not
for a
yet.
second.
Well, you say that kind of shit. I'm like, oh god, what I missed. Like, no, I haven't paid
I
attention.
missed the exact same short again, making fun of Tucker. I'm just
That's karma. That's karma. That's karma. That's
Literally-
karma.
That's awesome.
literally
That's
the
karma.
same fucking short.
That's karma.
Identical.
Let me finish the SMCI here. I'll let you do Periscope here in a second.
Yeah. We're just
7 days out.
range.
Yeah, kind of more of a bearish 7-day out read there than 14 days. You got positive gamma above us, and 21 days we're right here. I mean, I just want to see when the earnings report is here. Probably.
Yeah, JJ, who
Got a little
requested
bit there.
SMCI, even mentioned he's like, man, they pin almost every Friday morning. Thanks for
Eh,
confirming.
Yep,
That
there,
actually
yeah.
might be accurate. The way,
Yeah,
the
and
way
I
they
mean-
chop that heat zone is actually the cleanest I've seen on any ticker we've looked at. Like, look at that back test of it. They bounced it and then lost
Yep.
it, chopped within it for literally 2.5, 3 months before they lost support, kicked out the chair, and dropped. And the same thing on the way up. They rejected that zone on the way up, came back down to hold that little support they formed from the drop initially, and then bounced right back through it, held it as
Yep.
support, mooned to 50. What the fuck was that?
Probably an earnings report, I'm
And
guessing,
then-
or something.
And then
some
they head and
news.
shoulders right back into hell. Look at that
Yep.
penis. Nutsack 1, dick, nutsack 2. And then they lost support again. This is
Yeah,
the cleanest heat zone I think I've ever seen.
I don't think we should call it a head and shoulder anymore. I think we call it a dick and balls.
It's a
I
dick
like
and-
that a
dude,
little
that
bit
short
better.
is
Yeah.
printing. I hate my life.
Okay, go look at your Periscope here.
It's, it's too late to get in. Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, you
We,
can explain what you were seeing. You can
Yeah,
explain
fuck
what you
me.
were seeing.
All right, I'll do that real quick. All right, here's Periscope. Let me go back a few minutes to what I missed. Zoom in on it. Here's this wide negative gamma zone. Again, the red zones are more or less where I look for acceleration. We're looking for market makers to buy into strength and sell into weakness. The reason I wanted to get in that short is here are the top right here. The 7560, 7565 are the top of that negative gamma range. So I was looking for them to reject their attempt to push all the way through it to the positive gamma above and missed it gloriously. They even gave me 2 attempts at it, and I missed them both. And right now, I'm not legging into a short and chasing this because we're coming right up on the first little chunk of positive gamma that was below at 7540. We're about 7 points above it now. We're at the bottom of that negative gamma range. And here they go. They're gunning toward that 7540 already without me again. Tucker's fault somehow. I'll find a way for it to be his fault. But right now, I'd be looking for them to maybe give a little bit of a bounce here. But that positive gamma below us isn't super strong. And you can see that it's falling off toward the negative gamma side. There was another update. The 7540 is going more and more toward negative. We're getting a teeny little bounce here. We're back up to 7548. It's kind of what I expected at the bottom of this range here as they come into that positive gamma. But right now, our heaviest positive gamma is way above us still, but the trajectory has flipped a little bit to the downside. I wonder if they get us all the way to 7530 before a bounce. But I'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully I won't miss the next one. NASDAQ, you bully.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. I gotta stop looking at the positions tab stuff, man, dude. I keep confusing myself with the positions tabs now. I don't know why I keep looking at
I
them.
like having
like,
it
I-
there
I
for
need to-
context, seeing where they're long calls, long puts, but I put way more weight into the actual game
Yeah,
exposure.
Yeah, I know. I used the positions a lot more when we just had the 10-minute updates, just to kind of get a better view. But it's I don't really. And I know Tyler made a good point. He's like, yeah, you don't even need the interval flow anymore. There, it's you just get used to having stuff on your screen, and it's like, you don't think I
Yeah.
was taking it off there. But
All right, let's tackle some more of these requests.
Yeah,
we can make, like I said at the top, we can make Fridays pretty flow heavy, I think. Like I said, Fridays are the days that I don't trade heavy. I take a step back, be a little more patient on Fridays. Maybe don't trade at all. But I had a migraine yesterday and didn't trade, so I'm probably going to trade today. But we'll see. Let's see if they give me another chance. Other than that,
yeah, I'm itch.
we can.
I'm
yeah,
itchy
dude,
to
don't get too itchy. Don't get too itchy.
Dude, these I've had, and again, you're going to have red days. Like, don't think you're not going to. I've had one red day since we've had the one Periscope update. It's just
dude,
insane.
it's so good.
Like,
I love it so much. I did short that pop, and I'm in one now. I want them to take out this last 1 minute candle. If they don't, they're probably just going to bounce and back test higher into the shelf that they formed off that high a day. I would like continuation right here because I'm impatient and I don't want to have to scalp again. But let's see what they give me. I'll keep you all updated if I get stopped out or if we start getting my move. They might stop me out off of that wick. I don't like that wick. I need this 1 minute candle to get rid of that shit or they're just going to come get me. And that's fine. But we're hanging out. We're hanging out. What's our next flow request we're gonna tackle while I probably get stopped right the hell out this trade?
Let's take a peek here. Let me pull up the chat here. Let's
real
see.
quick, while you
So
still
we
have
have
your Periscope open, this is a riskier entry because, like I said, that wide negative gamma is probably going to range a bit until we see some shifting. Like I said, buyers like to accelerate it. Market makers, rather, tend to buy into strength on a bounce through it, sell into weakness on a knife through it. And so when you're right in the middle of this range, it gets a little dicey. It's about a 50-50 chance of rejection or acceleration. And right now, they're starting to accelerate on the NASDAQ. I might take a $70 hit here. They got within a tick of my stop.
Oof.
But I'll let you know. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. We'll get more chances. We're hanging out.
All right, cool. All right, let's look at the UNH blanket request, it looks like. UNH. This is from NYG on X. So let's take a peek here.
Twitter
So they have had some good call premium there. We had some yesterday. I wonder if that was maybe some profit taking there. Look at that. You had 1,600 contracts, 4,000 open interest. And yeah, it dropped off there. So that looks like that was...
They did stop me out. Now I have to wait for a higher back test.
Ugh. Yeah, it looks like some of that closed out yesterday with that drop in open interest. We had 1,600 traded, 1,000 dropped off there. So a little of that volume kind of maybe just changing hands here. I just want to go back and see what that kind of looked like there. When did all this volume kind of come in? Let's see, we got to go back kind of far.
Trying the same trade one more time. We'll update you. My stop's a little wider this time. We did get to that shelf I wanted for that initial entry. But I'll let you know. I'll let you know what happens.
There you go. There's been open interest in this thing since last October. So, I mean... I'm just kind of looking. I mean, yeah, kind of hard to tell what's going on. I mean, you had contracts carry over there. Nothing happened there. Carry over there. Yeah, I'm trying to look for that bigger size. Yeah, some punting. Yeah, a lot of kind of contracts being punted around. You got 300 there, 119 dropping off, 393 there, 10 adding. So, yeah, a lot of contracts changing hands here. Getting right there on 310, 200. Then you got 265 there on the 12th. No change hardly there. Yeah, this is a little kind of trickier one with a lot of those contracts being punted around. But I can tell you for certain this that 710 435 call was the reason that we saw that spike in call premium, because these were traded at the ask there, or the 617 600s there. And that price there is why you're seeing that kind of go up there. So again, that's not really a bullish contract there. So, you know, keep that in mind when you're looking at those net premiums. Just always double check the contracts and see what can be causing that spike there. Because, I mean, that's not a bullish contract there. That's getting closed out at the ask more so there. Otherwise, let's just kind of see what we got today here. Maybe probably nothing too quick out of the gate. Yeah, just a lot of bid side junk, 0 days junk. We can do a heat zone read on it. 0 day, let's see. We got a lot of positive gamma kind of above us here. So, you know, that 435, 430, 440. We're down $2. So I just want to see where we were kind of trading at open there. So, I mean, open there. I mean, we're at 432 there. So you are getting up towards, you know, that 432, 435, and you're seeing how that price is kind of rejecting as we get in there because they are selling into that strength. And that call wall is also at 430, which is going to act as your resistance. So yeah, the heat zones are working out good on this one here. Absolute gamma is 430, so you know, kind of that strongest magnet pin. You see where we're kind of rejecting. Yeah, I like the heat zone one on this one here. I would have us kind of maybe, you know, finishing around this area here. 7 days out. Ooh, look at that gamma on the 7-day expiration. Oh, it is all over there. That is a messy one there. That's messy. I wouldn't have a good direction on this one here, just with all that. I mean, you got all your positive gamma. It's all about kind of the same there. 2000, 2000, 2000. Yeah, it's all about 2000. So you don't even have really a super heavy piece of gamma in one direction there. It almost seems favors a little more positive gamma on that downside there, but I mean, it's split. Like, look where your spot price is. I mean, you've got 3 big legs above us, 3 big legs below us. It's, you know, I would be very, very, you know, hard, you know, I wouldn't want to put a bet based on this heat map. I'll tell you that. But yeah, that's not really seeing too much for UNH right now.
They
Not
took
seeing
out
too
the
much.
high of day on the NASDAQ. We're getting a little
got
bit of that buyer
pop.
acceleration here. Let's see if they reject that heavy negative at the top again. But hey, some of this positive gamma that was above us is moving up. So keep an eye here if you're trying to be a hero in short. Just be careful with it. Just be careful with it. I am going to stop on that account. We're down 150 on it between those 2 stop outs. Moving over to the other one, I'm not going to let that account take away my profit from earlier this week.
Attaboy. Smart move. Smart move. We do have earnings in 6 days on this too, so keep in mind your flow and heat maps are going to kind of reflect probably not the best view there. You're going to probably hear that for the next couple streams where, you know, you got earnings. It's going to be messy. But ooh, look at this.
I did short that top. I'm just going to take this $50 or so. We have a lot of support right here, right now. Let me see what this 1-minute candle does. I'm going to keep my stop where it's at. That'll be a minimal loss on this account. My target's way down here at 850 would be the full move I want. That would be back toward the bottom of that negative gamma range. Will they do it? I don't know. Buyers came in hot for that bounce. So this could just as well keep going until they reach the end of that positive gamma range, or that negative gamma range rather. So I will let them take me out if it does. And if they do, hands off for 10 minutes entirely. That would be 3 losers in a row. I'm going to take a breather just like I told the homie to do at the top if you're on a loss. We'll see what they do.
Yeah, I like that upside, but not where we're at right now. We're just in the middle of that negative gamma. Like you said,
if we could get down to the entry down there at the bottom of the negative gamma zone, if you were looking long, that was the spot to get it. Look at that perfect hold too, right on the bottom of that negative gamma. I want them to do the same thing here near the top.
Yeah, I mean, oops, nope, this one right there. Yeah, look at that. I mean, right there. I mean, that's kind of what I was talking about, looking at a trade there, and that's okay. Yeah, I have it as a kind of a bullish read right now. Just I wouldn't look for an entry right here because you're in the middle of that negative gamma. We can all test all the way back here. If we come back down to that 75.45,
short would be the entry long if it plays out. If it doesn't, I think they're just going to push through this negative gamma zone, and it is what it is. But hey, the range is there. Got to take the chance. This actually looks like it's going to stair step up. I'm going to take this $20 loss. I'm not going to let it take me all the way to 60. There's the new high a day. I got out of that just in time. New high a day on NASDAQ. The buyers are maintaining control in this negative gamma zone that we just looked at on SPX. I'm keeping my hands under my ass cheeks for a few minutes.
look at our
We'll come
update
back.
here. That 75-65 group.
Yeah.
I'm taking a small momentum here. I'm gonna take a small momentum.
Oh,
I'm gonna
man.
throw a stop here. I am ballsy. I'm ballsy.
I see that.
Big balls here. Big balls here. I'm just gonna look for a little pop here. I don't want anything massive. Let's just. I'm looking for that 75-65.
Anthony ain't
So
no
maybe,
size queen.
we'll look for maybe like a 4-point move here. See if we can get that and just kind of adjust that up here. Otherwise, I'm going to really watch this area. Let's just move this up here, adjust this here. I'm going to kind of pop back to you. Yeah, so UNH, I wasn't really seeing too much there. Hey, there we go. There's our little pop right there. Let's break the high here. Let's get a new high of the day. Here we go.
Ahmed on Twitch says SPY all-time high today. Maybe. We're about $7 and some change away from it. I think the all-time high is like 760 and some change. It could happen. If we push all the way up into that positive gamma above us, that would do it. I'm not gonna hold my breath yet, though. Look at this massive negative gamma range, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if they do push it to 7575 and then reject. But I'm keeping an eye on. I'm sitting on my hands for now. I'm not gonna keep chopping myself up. We took 3 small losses in a row. I'm not gonna push it. Not gonna push.
Just watching this here. Let's get over that candle there. We got 2. I just don't like seeing that double top there. So let's just kind of, give a little quick push up there. How's our tide looking? Tides, we got all premiums still hold a lot of positive net volume, man. There we go. Come on, let's get a little pop. Yeah, and the funny thing is too, when we were talking about having a red day, it's the day my fills were like really, really goofy too. On the dome. I think it was the day that you had your issue, and I was like, that's just ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Let's just get a little let's just get a little pop up here. Come on. Let's get a little pop. How's our periscope looking? Yeah, I still like that 75-65, and they're growing up here too. I mean, all that gamma down here is kind of dropping off. Just I've got, and usually, I mean, you know how quick my scalps are usually. Like 3 times this week, I've been caught in a trade for like 40 minutes twice, and I'm like, this sucks, man. Like, and one of them was on Monday. I might get stopped out here.
Just to make you uncomfortable, I did just short, and we're in profit on the second account.
That's okay.
But we're coming up to my target already, so don't panic. If you have your range,
that's okay.
Set,
I got stopped.
Trade.
I got stopped already. It stopped me.
I'm gonna see what this 1-minute candle does. We are short. We are short. Exact same thing, trying to get a piece of this rejection at the top of that negative gamma zone. I'm probably going to take this if they bounce it too much. Just some shekels. I'm taking the shekels. All right. My target's still, if I'm going to long, it's still way down here. I get uncomfortable with longs, especially on Fridays. I don't do great on Fridays. You guys have already seen it. When's the last time you guys saw me lose 3 in a row on the show? Only on a Friday, baby. Right here could be a good support. If you are ballsy, that's the bottom of the shelf we formed on the initial rejection in the morning. But for me to be comfortable, draw rings. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'll just click it over here. Horizontal line. For me to be comfortable getting along, I want them to test the rejection they had off the bounce on the bottom this morning, which also coincides with support from the overnight session. I didn't even look at the overnight session yet, guys. I just drew that line based on these 2 rejections that we played earlier and got stopped out of. And it just so happens that it acted as support and resistance in the overnight session too. So I'm going to keep my eye on that 850 spot if I want to get long, because I'm a coward and I don't like drawdown. And they might not get there. Like I said, they could be forming a nice little support on this shelf that they lost for that initial dip this morning. They could just easily bounce here. If they get above this last 1-minute candle, I think they're gonna. But I'm not comfortable shorting here because they have a little bit of lighter support right where they bounced. I'm not comfortable longing here because the back test I would want is 70 points below us right now. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not sitting in a 70 points of drawdown on NASDAQ.
Yeah,
I'm not
that stupid wick got me, man. That's why.
Do you see why I was like, don't panic yet, though?
Yeah.
It came right down to that shelf of support on the ES too, like a perfect bounce. It gets dicey, though, man. I
Yeah.
don't blame you. When you're in the middle of a negative gamma zone, it can violently move one way or the other. And it's not fun to get caught on the wrong side of that shit. But for me to
How
long,
much
I need
do
a
we
bigger
gotta make
drawdown.
up? I gotta see how much we gotta make up. 43, but oh, that easy
No, you're
one trade.
fine.
All right, let's do a couple of these flow reads here.
Yeah, we got
So I got
flow reads. Maybe I won't even take another trade. I'm down. I think between the two, we made about $60 on that trade, down 150 on the other account. I'll just take a $90 loss.
Yeah,
This
but
day. Who gives a shit?
we gotta be patient. We'll be patient. There'll be another.
We had a
setup.
decent
There'll
week,
be another
except for that
setup.
outage on the firm we use. That wasn't dope. That
Oh,
affected a lot of
that's-
people.
and-
They did.
that's-
The actual forced closure trades. They did fix those if yours ended in a loss. My specific situation didn't really get a lot of eyes on it, but what are you gonna do?
So
What are you gonna do?
just
Comes with the
ridiculous.
territory.
So stupid. All right, let's look at Circle here.
Actually, what I want to do is we can come back to Circle, and then we'll come back to Netflix as well. I want to look at the contract that XW3 on Twitch
BTDR?
sent. Yeah. Let's
The
look at
BTDR.
the direct contract request from half an hour ago. We got you, W3. You're next.
Oops. Yeah, it's not like a snore stream where you're gonna get your request read right away. You're gonna have to hang out with us
We
for
fuck around a
little
lot.
bit.
We do the education on the
little
show,
bit there.
but a lot of it is what you've seen so far: taking trades and yelling at each other.
And if you're in a trade, I mean, you can't really get away from the trade to go read
Yeah.
flow. Like,
On the ES, it's a little easier. They play ranges a little more cleanly than the Nasdaq does. Nasdaq's messy. That's why I love it.
The
Dirty
BTDRs
Nasdaq.
here. So most of this carried over from yesterday. BTRD was up like what 18% yesterday. Something massive here. I saw these in real time too. I mean, it's a little kind of trickier. Here's kind of that first chunk of volume on the day here. I mean, there's your 8,000 telling you it's an opening trade with your little block, bag, whatever you want to call it. I don't like that IV drop there and that spot price drop almost towards the mid a little bit there. Now we do have some action at that 1424 and 1447 where you're seeing that IV again kind of dropping here, and those fills, that order book kind of being a little goofy here, giving you some ask side fills, some bid side fills. And then even up here, I mean, you get, again, so your 1425, 23 now, you're seeing that IV kind of rising and that spot price up. I would be a little kind of in real time. Obviously, we're looking at it in hindsight, but I'd at first almost kind of read it as, kind of a possible sell there. These don't overlap earnings. And then you have a spot price rise here. So, I mean, there's kind of a lot going on in here to kind of give me a super clean direction here. I just want to look at BTDR from yesterday. I think it was up like, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, look, we were up like 17, like 17% yesterday. Some massive, And I mean, these came in kind of, right near that high there. So that just, when I see big orders come in at the high, I always kind of just step back a little bit because it just, kind of concerns me a little bit. Like, I'm not going to chase something that's up 17% on the day. Like, and I think Snore might have talked about these on the stream yesterday a little bit too, and talking, you don't want to chase something when you're up 17%.
So I did
on the day.
heresy.
I mean,
I did heresy, and I
took a
longed.
long.
I did. So this was a play betting on that to do exactly what I said. Hold this shelf from the drop in the morning as support. If this 1 minute candle doesn't close up here, I might sit in it, but I might just take my $100. That'll get us. I'm taking it. Fuck it. I think we're gonna get a new high a day here, but like I said, I'm really uncomfortable with longs usually. I had my stop right below that massive wick we formed on the 1 minute, bouncing off of that shelf from the open, and got some shekels off of it. We're vibing. Got about just under 30 points out of that. And that's fine.
You took my long.
I think it might
took
do a
my
little
long.
stair step up. The reason it's heresy for anyone new to the show is I almost never long. I don't know why. It's not that I'm bearish on the U.S. stock market. Don't get me wrong. Just go ahead and flip on the yearly chart. Flip on a decade chart. is up and to the right. But intraday shorting is what my brain likes most, and so it's basically all I do. I bet if you look at like my all-time record of shorts versus longs, it's probably like 98% shorts, like over time. The last 2.5, 3 years that I've been doing futures alongside options. We're gonna get a new high day right here. I should have left it open, but like I said, y'all, I get really uncomfortable in longs. I will take that $100 and fuck off into the ether.
I should have got stopped out on that stupid wick, man.
It happens. It happens. In that kind of situation, I don't hate tight stops, because when we have these negative gamma zones,
it was a bad
we've
spot
seen
to kind of get
whiplash in these, man. So I don't hate it, but we are building up above still. Positive gamma is still building up above us. At 7575 is still winking at us, and it's not crazy far away, about 15 points away, which is about how high we are on the day anyway. So about another 0.2% to the upside, give or take, would get us to that 7575. I'm going to be real with you. If we get there, I'm shorting it. I'm not telling anyone in the audience to do that, but I think that's going to act as some resistance just because they've been struggling with this deep negative gamma on the tests to the upside. I'm going to try to catch a pullback off of 7575. Is it a short I'm going to hold for glory? Hell no. I'm going to put my stop barely above it. Probably, if you're looking at it from an SPX point of view, if they take out 7580, I'm fucking off. But I'll probably get stopped out on the NASDAQ before that. That's like 30 points. I don't want to sit through that when I just got a good win there. So I'm eyeballing 7575 for a short, but it'll be short-lived. If you even just look at our net premiums on the day, we've got a nice pop and call premium. What's interesting is it is just kind of tailing along with price action. What I'm more interested in here, even though we are positive net call gamma, Jesus Christ, net call premium, and negative net put premium, we're pushing up into the high of day. Gave a little rejection there off of that heavy negative gamma again, which was kind of looking for, but we already played it once. So I'm going to wait for a breakout to short again. While we were rising, so were net put premiums. That's the opposite of what SPY was doing. Is it substantial? Not really. That's not a huge substantial pop, but it is something I look for if I'm trying to catch a short when we're in an uptrend, is for SPY to keep going up, but net premiums to be going up, net put premiums to go up with it. And out of the money only, these dotted lines, net call premiums are falling while we push up, while net put premiums both out of the money and all, which includes at the money, in the money, out of the money, both of them are popping while we rise. So I'm just going to keep a close eye on this to see if that continues as we push up into this negative gamma zone. I would like to see them get all the way to 7575 so I can get a really safe short off. Otherwise, I'm probably going to wait now. We're only down 50 on the day, and that is a good losing day when your profitable days targets are 300 a day. So we're chilling, we're chilling, we're chilling. Let's get some more flow reviews. What's up, cost for concern? Holy shit, that's a lot. Do I have any long-term holdings? I do not have any shares at the moment except for 2 shares of SPY that I got at 426.9 exactly. I'm pretty much all trading. I don't really invest. I'm not good at investing. I'm not good at foresight. I can't even keep a fucking calendar. So I stick to my little 5-minute ranges, homie. I imagine Anthony has like a long-term portfolio. Maybe not something super gung-ho on. It's just a sit and forget type thing for you.
Yeah, mostly just, SPY, QQQ. I have some, like Microsoft, like the mega caps there. I don't sit in like, I'm not going to go like, look at like, let's look at BTDR and invest in that. Like, I'm mostly index funds or ETFs, just where, if a company fails, they're getting kicked out. I don't have to sit there and check on financials every quarter and all that stuff. Fair. But
we're not Nate here. We're not Nate here being a dividend fucking clairvoyant. Nate's really good at. We'll have him on the show to talk just straight up investment sometime soon, because he's an amazing trader. He's one of the best traders I've ever met. But he's probably better at dividend investing than even that. And Anthony, you've seen him trade. He's fucking good.
Yeah.
He is really good at dividend stock picks. And so we'll have him on to talk about that. We'll also have him on to talk about spreads and shit. But cause for concern,
not the spreads that he probably wants to talk about.
Cause for concern on Twitch, who brought that up, said that they got Microsoft at 30 a share. That is that shit, homie.
Ooh,
that's how you invest.
Yeah, that's
god damn.
And And like, you hear people say, "Oh, take some profits on the way up." You're never gonna probably see Microsoft at 30 a share again.
I
Like,
mean, even if we get an
just...
AI bubble pop, if you're looking at a fucking 20 to 50-year time frame, who gives a shit,
Yeah,
$30 a share is a banger, dude. Good stuff. All right, let's finish W3's thing. We made him wait half an hour for it, and I've interrupted him like 5 fucking times.
Oops. Yeah, no, I mean the BTD, I'd be a little conflicted, and then just knowing it was up like 17% on the day yesterday. I'm not a big fan on chasing flow when it's up 17%. Just a little iffy in here. You got your IV bouncing around. Again, your spot price kind of rises towards the end, but it's different timings in there too, but most of that carried over. I would just be a little cautious with that. You got a lot of people chasing when you're up 17% on something. And I don't know how the heat zone looks on this either. 7-day, yeah, look at all that negative gamma below us on that 7-day expiration there. Absolute gamma is at 19 still. That 21-day out. Yeah, I that short-term read, I don't like that short-term read where we are if I'm looking for calls there. That's a lot of negative gamma below us there. There's not much up here. Scary. Terrifying. It's not fall yet. You can't do that yet. It's not fall. Yeah, that's kind of my read on BTRD there. I mean, you don't want to chase something when it's up 17%. That's kind of just my 2 cents. I mean, they could, again, it could come back. They could be short calls. Hard to fully know unless you're that whale. I just don't like that full tape on that one specifically. All right, let's do let's do Circle here, then we'll do Netflix.
Hell yeah.
And then we are kind of caught up. Circle, another one that just, a lot of volatility in this one. And I'm just kind of looking at the premiums here. There hasn't been a lot of premiums overall on this zone. Kind of flatline. There may be a little call premium back. There's some heavy call volume for sure, net volume. Just kind of looking at the contracts for today. Let's go in here, see if we can find anything out of the gate here that kind of looks good. You got some action on that 821, 60, and 65. The 60 is a little in the money there. The 65 I'm a little more comfortable with being 4% in the money. When do we have earnings on this 32 days? So everything here overlaps earnings. So again, grain of salt with everything with this. So this is kind of, this is messy here. There is not really a clean direction. You have to check open interest on this one. Just a lot of volume spikes there. Got to double check that open interest. Let's take a peek here at the 65. This one, at least your second candle here is 112, so it's a little bigger, but look at our open interest, 1,000 contracts here. Got to double check open interest again there. Can't assume that it's going to carry over. Do not just assume because it's the ask it's going to carry over. Do not do that because it will come back to bite you sometime. Even these, I mean, they look clean on a daily view, but again, that open interest, we got 3,300 contracts. Oops, pop this. Jeez, I can't click, man. What's going on? Yeah, I mean, who knows if it's related? I mean, you got 2,000 there carried over. You just got a lot of contracts, and then the 7-8 there, you had 1,500 traded, only 109 carried over. There's kind of a lot going on there. Nothing super clean. Let's check the heat zone on that guy.
Real quick before heat zone, a homie in Twitter asked, if we join, is there some education material available? Buddy, shitloads. So first off, the first one I'm going to bring up is just straight up on the website, and it doesn't even matter if you're subscribed. All of this shit's free. You can just go here and read shit. There are hundreds of articles at this point that myself and a couple other team members, Snorlax, Dan, have been writing for the site. A lot of them are site guides. A lot of them are just straight up basic information. Like there's a glossary here of basic terms you need to know to trade options. That's just unusualwhales.com/information. There's even a shitload of flow reviews. If you're subscribed to the Unusual Whales Substack, you've seen all of these. I write these flow reviews up every week, every Thursday. The last few have just been educational emails, but where the hell are my flow reviews? Am I blind? Where is this shit? Am I stupid? I'm stupid. I'm blind as shit. Dude, oh my god.
What are you looking for?
I'm just going to search it. Heaps of flow reviews where I outline interesting flow that paid off or got nuked These are all long write-ups explaining why they were interesting, why trades worked the way they did. Also on YouTube, the Unusual Whales YouTube channel, there are 2 key playlists I would recommend. The first one is just straight up an education playlist, and the other one's a site guides playlist that kind of breaks down different tools on the site, how to find them, how to use them. And on top of that, this is not the only stream we run. This is kind of the fun entertainment with a hint of education stream. Every Thursday, there's a stream in the Unusual Whales Discord that I also push to Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, what have you, by Snorlax UW, the OG of Unusual Whales, Options Flow, where he's a lot more educational with his flow reviews. Now, the one that I really want to point you to, since you're new to it, and then this goes for anybody who's a beginner in options trading or on the site, is every Wednesday, there's a Zoom powwow with Snorlax where you can do Q&A and everything about the site. It's kind of a little onboarding session for new people to learn the site, learn how to navigate it, get any options basics questions out of the way they want to ask. That takes place at 11:30 Eastern. You can get there at unusualwhales.com/office hours and click on that Zoom link, and it'll take you to the call where you can ask questions, etc. This is the #1 resource for people who are new. That office hours. You'll have to leave the WhaleWatch show to get to it, but I would want you to. I love having everybody here, talking shit in chat, having fun. But if you're new, you're going to learn so much about the site and options in general by going to those office hours. It's more important than WhaleWatch if you're new.
And you're not missing too much from WhaleWatch
Yeah, it's
anyways.
basically just
we're pretty much at the end of the day anyways.
Yeah.
Stream there anyways, so.
But yeah, tons and tons and tons and tons of resources, homie. All right, go ahead. Heat zone time.
Yeah, so Circle kind of finishing up there. So we got some support there at 67. Caldwell's way up there at 75. I'm kind of looking at 0-day here. So again, kind of think to where we were. So let me go back to your overview. What did we open up at? Oh, we were kind of at 70.15 there. 71 was our high there. So let me just.
All right, fellas, I gotta head to the airport. I will see you guys next week.
Later, dude. See you Monday.
All right, see ya.
Have a good
Safe
trip.
travels.
Hey, don't
Safe
die.
travels.
No, I'll try.
Bring us back something. Bring us back something.
From fucking Oakland?
Yeah.
Bring us back all of it. Get us some souvenirs. Get us some souvenirs.
Bring us back some In and Out so we can talk about how trash it is.
Okay.
Yeah, let's piss the whole chat off right after I acknowledge them that it's great that they're here.
All right, see you, fellas.
All right, later, man.
All right, see ya.
Bitch.
He's still
He heard it. No, I got it right. Oh shit! All right, dope. Hold on. I shorted the high, and we got the pullback I wanted. Oh, please don't bounce that. I went. Oh shit! You gotta give it to me now. They've been bouncing each of these little supports pretty handedly, but again, like I've been saying from earlier, the whole time we've been rising, net put premiums have risen. Have rose. He rose, has risen. Yeah, there we go. He has risen. Ha! I know English. I'm going to sit in this for a second. I'm keeping my stop at high a day. They've already bounced pretty handedly. I'm going to leave this open, though, because my read is the same. We're now pushing toward the bottom of this negative gamma zone. SPX can bounce here pretty nice. I'm banking on them testing 7545 again. If the NASDAQ comes too whiplashy to the upside, I'm just going to take this off. And it'll be a small loss. But that's why I took this short. We were up 30 points when I said, oh shit, and we have given back over half of that. So I'm going to sit and wait. This is probably going to W up on me, but this is worth the risk to me because the upside of this is down toward where I wanted to enter long. So I'm going to let
7,500's growing too. 7,500's growing on that update there.
I like seeing upside movement in equities coinciding with upside movement in put premium, and that's why I took this trade. If this 1 minute doesn't give me a little flush here, I'm just going to take it and probably get re-entry on another back test. See what they do for me here. I'm going to give this a few seconds before I take it off stream, and then we will get back to...
That's a nasty range.
I'm going to take that. I don't like them holding this exact same spot as support that I mentioned earlier. I'm going to take that. If they get back up into this shelf, I'm probably going to try again. But right now, it looks like they're going to hold that as support. I'm not going to chase it if they lose that support. I'm just going to wait for a back test into it if they lose it. We're being patient today. But I'll take that. $100 is $100. We are now break even on the day between the two accounts. Nothing to complain about there.
There you go, man. That's a nasty range for Periscope today. I mean, I'm curious to see what we do.
Feasting here near the highs, especially if they're Nasdaq traders, because the range off these highs, 768 all the way down to 900. 29,968 all the way down to 900. That's about a 70-point range. And if you're a range trader, that's nice to see. All right, I'm happy with that exit now. Look at that bounce off of that same support. That was a clean exit.
Yeah, I'm not touching anything right now.
Fair enough.
I'm not going to touch. I mean, just with the recent history of us, especially on the stream, just testing that full range there. Yeah. I mean,
you don't want to get caught on the wrong side of that.
That range is all the way up to 7625 to 7500. That's a 125-point range. That is.
Yeah, this is very much don't hold it for the home run situation. And we will not be holding it for the home run. Nice little scalp there. I'll take it. That's nasty. I'll take it.
I do like your put well, they were kind of trying to trail up there, but your volume turned negative. So
we have more than we're actually profitable $50 now. Those two scalps we just took got this account to 193. So honestly, I might just stop there unless we get a massive flush. That's
I need
enough for me on account B. $50 on the day is better than 0.
Yeah, I'm going to I'm waiting right here. I mean, that was I talked about it too, but as I was taking it there, it's a risky spot to take that there. It was just,
cut them early, dude. That's what that one actually, my stop was high of day, which would have hurt.
Yeah.
But I had to. Yeah. The range put me there, and I had to take it. You gotta. If it fits your rules, if it fits your strategy and your setup, you gotta take it, man.
Yeah, I mean, we're fine. And you can see why I took that long there too. I mean, that
you were going
big
for that
pop there. It was good there, and that's okay. That's okay. You will be wrong. We're
No,
down $40 on the day. That's not a hard trade to come back to. Now, like again, kind of going back to Wednesday's episode with Wayne was on. Don't just mentally get back in something like I gotta get this back right now. Just be patient and wait for your setup. Like that. It's you can't force a trade. Don't revenge trade right away. Like that's when you really hurt yourself. I think that's
big time. For those of you who didn't see the guest spot on Wednesday, there will be a full upload of just that segment coming on YouTube later today. So keep an eye on that. And if you're not subscribed to the YouTube, do that. We push out good information weekly, sometimes every other day. We've been putting out a lot of shorts lately with our homie Arthur. He's got a whole shtick going right now where he walks around the streets of San Fran and gets stock picks from random people on the street, then runs them through the Unusual Whales AI, Mr. Whale, to get picks. And he's been dropping $1,000 on random picks. So keep an eye on that. He's tracking it over time via YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, the works. Definitely worth looking at. It's really fun. Arthur's super fun. One of these days, we're going to have him call into the show from the street, and we're going to interact with the homies. It should be
that'll be fun.
Right. Is there a day where you show your trades all the time and not talk about random stocks? Curious about how you actually go in and out. Anthony does take options trades on the show.
Yeah.
And you just saw me take like 5 scalps. We trade live. If we lose, you see it. If we win, you see it. We don't hide shit.
Yeah.
They are going down right toward my actual full target. But you can see why I exited. That bounce shook me out. Me out. And that's okay. We got profit. We are up.
Could have got that retest.
193 on the day on this account.
There.
So I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
And to kind of answer that question about taking the trades on the show there, I mean, like, if I look at the flow feed right now, there's not much coming in here. I'm not taking anything here. Like, I took one flow trade all week, and then I got stopped out on it. I'll show you which one I took here.
Yeah, you're not going to see a lot of the shit you see on Twitter where people are just spamming flow like it's gospel. No. We're a lot more, I hate using the word because I'm an irresponsible sumbitch, but we're a lot more responsible with our flow trades than you're going to see on Twitter. People just post shit to post shit and then harp on whichever ones win. It's like those accounts that post random, hey, this is going to happen. And then it happens, and then they just delete every other tweet on the account to make it look like they predicted it. It's basically that for options flow. We don't do that shit. Wait,
It's
but if
bad.
Anthony,
Yeah,
if
like-
either of us takes an options trade that we're gonna swing, you'll hear it. We'll let you know. That said, don't shadow trade. Trade your own shit.
and
Definitely don't take the trades we take while we're live on the show, like when I'm scalping, because there's a delay between what I say and when you hear it, just by nature of pushing the stream to platforms. And as you've seen, I stop out within seconds sometimes. I might be out of the trade by the time you hear me say I got in it. And if you're shadow trading, you're going to get hurt. So don't do that shit. Don't shadow trade. Have fun and learn with us. If you're trading too, tell us what you're doing. I love to hear that. You can trade with us. Just don't take our trades in real time, because real time isn't real when it's a stream. So just be careful.
no.
But
Yeah, I mean, like-
to summarize, yes, we do.
Yeah, no, it's and just kind of an example. Like I took one piece of flow all week because you're coming off. I'm very, very picky with the flow I take there, and
Which
again,
I
it doesn't
like.
always work out. And I mean, like yesterday, I kind of broke one of my own rules a little bit here. So I mean, these came in at $1 here. They were up 13, about 13% there for a little bit there. Usually I'll throw a stop on there, but I was like, man, that. Like if I look at it from yesterday, let me go back to yesterday. I mean, when this came in here, I mean, that was a big spike in that call premium, and there was a heavy net volume. I like those, and I usually will throw a stop on, if I'm up 13% or so. 10% is usually my limit, and these were up 10% twice here. So I mean, I had enough time to throw on a stop there, but I was like, I like the flow, I'm gonna swing it, and I got stopped out this morning. I had somebody ping me about it, and I was like, I haven't even seen it yet today. I didn't look there, and then I looked over, and I'm like, hey, I got stopped out.
Anthony,
But
God damn
it's,
it.
but it's. I usually will, especially on the short term stuff. There, I'll usually put a stop on. But I mean, again, kind of going back to the flow here too. Like, it's not always going to work out here. Like if you see these in real time here, like look at our flow here. It's coming in. It's short dated. You get a nice spike in that IV. Spots filling at the ask. Didn't work out. I mean, obviously we still have a week left. Anything can happen, but I'm not going to swing these over the weekend with 2 days of theta decay, and these are already down a little bit today here. Obviously, anything can happen. I mean, the whale hasn't technically exited, but they could be short those contracts, and they just filled up the ask there. So, it happens, and if you have somebody that, doesn't ever post any losing flow or anything, it's a little suspicious there.
I missed
But yeah, I mean, like
2 trades within that. If you remember, I was
again?
waiting for a back test of 29,850 on the NASDAQ to get long. Look what we got while we were talking there. Exactly that. It bounced 60-some points without me. And after that, I was looking for a retest of the bottom of the shelf we set at the highs to short again. And I missed that one too right here, right now. But hey, our zones and the strategy are sound today. We're doing pretty decently. I really wish I caught either of those, but it is what it is. But we got the long I was waiting for all morning. There it is. I kept telling y'all I didn't want a long till we back tested that low. They did exactly that and bounced at 70 points instantly. So now I'm back to waiting because I missed the rejection of that shelf too. We're hanging out. We also had a question from Audrey on YouTube asking about our indicators. All I have are a slew of moving averages. I use the EMA on the 21-day EMA. I use the high, the low, and the close of the EMA, and then I have this little smoothing line. And what that is it's kind of averaging them all out, giving a more clear look at the trend. I don't tend to take entries or exits based on moving averages. I keep them on to see the overarching trajectory and pattern. I don't hold them as gospel because you can see, I mean, if I was waiting for an entry for that short right at this blue line or right at the yellow line, I never got it. I was looking at price action and where they were rejecting. I was eyeballing for them to hit the bottom of that range they formed at the high for the short. I missed that one too. It is what it is. We're vibing, though. We're vibing. 193 on this account, negative 150 on the other. I don't.
We're about break even if you throw in mine there about, because I'm
Yeah,
down
we're
I think
chilling.
40 on mine. So I mean that's okay.
Chilling. No complaints.
And
like I said, I barely even trade on Fridays. I have a bad track record on Fridays, so $40 in profit on a Friday is a win for me. Real quick, real funny too. Before you continue, you've got the red shirt, I've got the purple shirt. My girlfriend's listening in her lab at work, and we match her glove boxes.
Wow, we all dressed to kind of match today.
Just the rubber gloves she uses for work. We match them. Well, latex, nitrile. I'm sweaty, dude. It's hot in here.
Even the pastiness on the box matches.
I know. I know.
Just kind of expanding on that person that brought up the question about the trades.
He said, wait, your purple means you're extra small? I guess so. I'm 6 foot and weigh 210, but I'll take the extra. I'll wear an extra small shirt on the show sometime. It'd be funny as fuck. Just like busting out of that shit. All right, you can go on your stick. I got to turn my fan up and get a cold beverage because my coffee's making me sweaty as fuck.
Yeah, you're good. Like the question about the flow, like, this is the only flow trades I've taken since 6:30 here. Like the Wolves here, the Galaxies, which were a loss. Nvidia's fantastic trade there. Those were actually called out on WhaleWatch here. Some SPY calls, and then the Lunars here. I mean, I don't take a ton of flow trades. So, I mean, you're not going to, see... You see a lot of people post 100 trades, and then they're call out the winners. Like, it's not realistic. You got to ignore that stuff. So, I mean... Yes, I'll take trades live and so on, but it's more rare. You're going to kind of see more scalps more so, but sometimes we'll get flow, and again, summertime's a little slower too for flow. We're coming up to earnings season, so it's going to be pretty slow for flow, at least personally for me, but we'll see. You'll see some taken. Come back Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. You'll hang out. You'll see us take them.
Real quick, before we get going again, look at that cozy son of a bitch in my closet. That is the most comfortable bastard on the planet right now, and I'm so fucking jealous of him.
Is it stormy in there?
No, he just wanted to lay
No,
in
he's
there.
just hanging in there.
He's just hanging out. He's
just wanted to hang out.
And plop. He knew he was being talked about, and now he's right back to it. I wish it wasn't so blurry back there. Yeah.
I wish I could.
I don't get a fucking fork,
Anthony. You could you could do the show from in there. Do the show from in there.
Just climb in the cubby. He squinted at me, and that's it.
He's like, dude, leave me alone. I'm trying to relax. He's like, I had a long day of doing nothing. Like, let me relax. That's how Hank is too. That's how that little. I don't think he's not down here. He hangs out with the girl upstairs. He hates kind of coming down here unless it's like hot up there. Then he comes down, or if there's a treat down here, he'll come down here, get the treat, and bring it upstairs. I'm like, dude, come hang out. Hang out.
Toby, the homie that asked, says, I'm just learning shit right now. I'm living off of dividends, but getting bored, so wanted to learn how to do some stuff that's actually a bit more engaging. Scalping's definitely engaging. Don't nuke your Divi port on it, but this is the place, man. We that's basically all I do. I'll take some options flow and stuff. Options flow is how I got started in trading. I caught on to futures and gamma a couple years ago after saying fuck gamma, I don't care about it for like 5 years, and I was wrong to do that. The 1 minute periscope. This is market maker positioning. These are the big guys that make the markets. They are the reason you're able to buy and sell contracts. Market makers are not evil, despite what the GameStop crowd wanted you to think. They exist for the market to work. Good luck selling your contracts to someone without market makers.
And the market makers are always delta neutral anyways. They're not trying to make money off.
I'll send an article I wrote when we first launched Periscope about it's relatively the same strategy that we trade on the show. I need to do an updated article on this because I have fine-tuned it, and we have 1 minute intervals now. But this link I'm sending to all of the feeds, wherever you're watching, Twitter, Substack, Twitch, this article I'm sending to all the feeds is more or less the strategy you watch us trade on the show. It's basically the same thing. Where'd I miss? I missed Twitch. There we go. Do not spam crypto in my chat, you pricks. God damn it, man. Fucking Twitter bots. Hey, anybody in
It's
chat, ignore whatever the fuck that ticker is, because I guarantee it is a pump and dump crypto scam. Ignore that shit. Oh, I can't even delete it because it won't load in the back end thing on the. Yeah, ignore that loom. What the fuck is that, dude? Get out of here.
jeez. As you can see, I took a long here. And we're erasing our loss right now. I'm just gonna kind of
Oh
adjust
shit!
this up. I want to get rid.
Toby
I wanna
says
get
I was
rid of
sitting
that
in
loss
community
there.
college talking to my buddies when Netflix announced they were going to start streaming. Needless to say, I bought some and it's worked out. Yeah, I'd say that fucking worked out. Oh, Anthony's got one on. Let's see where this goes.
Yep.
Oh, don't
Wait,
you stop.
ooh,
What was that?
Was that?
News candle. News candle. Hold on. Time to hit the feed.
Oh, bro.
Time to hit the feed.
Oh,
That was brutal. The
sucks.
setup was so there, dude.
That sucks.
That was the setup, too. That's a news candle. We are
Oh.
knifing. We are knifing. That's got to be news.
What?
That's got to be news. That's got to be.
What?
That's got to be news. I'm looking.
What?
I'm digging.
Oh, brother. What was that?
Is there...
I don't
care about the
anything
housing
yet.
bill. That's not causing this. And that was 22 minutes ago. This is
The
seconds
old-
ago.
Oh, here we go. Trump agreed to keep negotiations. Agreed to keep negotiations with Iran going. Like that shouldn't be bad.
I'm checking to see if you fucking posted anything.
Iran has requested U.S. to proceed with talks.
Yeah, the Islamic
Bro,
Republic
what?
of Iran has asked us to continue talks. We have agreed to do so, but the United States has stated to them in no uncertain terms that a ceasefire is over. That'll fucking do it, folks. That is the risk of trading right there. Headline risk during
man.
the Trump presidency will get you a candle like that if he makes a post. Dude, holy fucking
That
shit.
thing
They are
blew
already
past
back
my
into the
stop.
range. We dropped from 29,960 all the way to 29,670s. That was a 300-point drop in about 15 seconds, dude. Oh, shit! BK, my man! Let's fucking go, dude! First time ever news on my side. Stayed in the short that Nick called out 5 minutes ago. Nice profit. You are a fucking G, dude.
Nice job.
Good trade.
Nice job.
I'm not even going to take another trade today. I can't beat that. Holy shit, dude.
Bro,
That is a massive win.
That thing blew right past my stop.
Oh, yeah. You're going to get slipped out your
That's
asshole.
just-
Honestly, I saw
Well-
your P&L. You got a lucky exit on a drop like that.
Yeah, that's...
You are lucky
yeah, it
you
was
got
only a
filled.
40 there. Yeah, that was only 40 there.
BK, what a trade from BK Alethea. God damn, dude.
Jeez.
Even I got out of that fucking short. Jesus Christ.
They're moving up here. I'm taking the long here. I'm
I
recovering some of that
probably
right
would,
there.
even though the NASDAQ is now already 200 points off the bottom they set there. I'm still eyeballing
gonna-
rejection at these same spots, but after that, dude.
Like
300
what?
point drop in like 15 seconds, and BK was in for it. What a fucking goat.
Talk about being robbed. I mean, a good job, BK, but man, I wish my stop would have stayed on it. It was already almost break even on the day. Well, we'll see. I'm kind of paying attention here. They're kind of moving that up a little bit there. We'll keep an eye. Oh yeah, okay.
BK is the goat of the day. I got nothing else to say about that. That's goddamn good, dude. I love seeing that.
Oof.
I wish it was me.
That's stupid. Can't.
Yeah, they might round that
surprised.
top.
I'm surprised.
Be careful
I'm
on
surprised.
that.
Yeah, I'm surprised that dome's not super goofy. Surprised that dome's not super goofy. I got a feeling we're gonna come back up and fail. All right, come on.
I gotta feel it.
Oh, I can't believe that stop. That's the first time I got screwed on a stop with the news candle like that. At least on futures.
Dude, BK just schooled all of us with that.
That was just wild, man. They were building up down there, and look, I mean, we got pretty close there, 7,500. Now let's go hit those high levels here and just kind of take care of that. Wow, that was just absolutely ridiculous.
Wow. That was nuts, though.
What's a Friday without a news drop? What's a Friday without a news drop? Oh man.
Jesus Christ.
And she's starting to kind of climb up a little bit there. Yeah, I'm going to get out on that one there. Actually, I'm just going to adjust this up and see if we can move a little up there. Take a little. Well, we took a little chunk there. We're down 63 now, so I only really lost 23 from that drop there. So, okay.
300
I'll
points
show
in
you,
seconds, by the way.
I will show you.
That is the headline risk of Trump presidency right there.
Jose
Ortega asks, what was the news? The news was Trump saying the ceasefire is over. A good old-fashioned Trump tweet yeet. I'll drop the link to it in the chat there. A good old-fashioned Trump tweet yeet. I imagine the Unusual Whales page will post about it post-haste, but we caught it live in real time on the show. BK says we'll send to your Venmo account, I think. Dude, traded my own trade better than me. Fuck this game, dude. This game sucks.
That's insane.
What a man.
I think I'm going to get into a short here if we get up to 7,500. Or not 7,500, excuse me. Up here at 7,550. If we test 50 again, I'm going to go short there, I think.
Jesus Christ.
Look at that 7,500 growing down there.
Yeah, dude, they almost got there, though. That's one of those close enough situations. I'm glad BK got out, because they bounced that entire range fucking instantly.
Thankfully, I erased pretty much some of that drop.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, as someone who trades the NASDAQ, you getting filled on your stop is basically miraculous on a drop like that, because usually all those prices just get skipped. You don't get fills. Nobody purchases or sells there. It just knifes to the next best price. And in this case, on the NASDAQ, that was 200 points down before finally bottoming at 300 down. And then they bounced the whole thing back up. We're already up 220 points from that bottom.
Almost back to the original entry.
Insane.
10 points away still. All right, let me just snake through some of these floats. So the circle,
Hammer hit some shit in there too, dude. Fucking let's go, dude.
There you go.
Chat caught that candle and rebound. You guys are fucking killing it today.
Good job, guys.
I made like $100. You guys are great.
I got screwed.
Yeah, you did get screwed. So, I mean, the setup was there. The setup was perfect too. You had it at a clean breakout entry just for Trump to say "get fucked." Goddamn,
fat asshole. Fucking fat asshole. Anyways,
yeah. I got another thing from our man Brad.
Oh.
From what we were talking about earlier, real time isn't real. Stupid.
Oh boy.
All right, back to the flow, I guess. That was fucking nuts.
Yeah. So circle, we were kind of looking at that here. I gotta see where we were up at like 71 here on the day. Oh, that was accelerating. 71. Look where that positive gamma was 70, 71. Oh, God, dude. Oh, that sucked, but it kind of didn't suck. Whatever. Yeah, look where we rejected. 71-ish there on the positive gamma. 70, 71. Look where the positive gamma was. We were up there. We opened up there, and price kind of selling off from there. So, yeah, and I didn't really see anything flow for that. Netflix, somebody sent these contracts to 731.68 puts. I actually was kind of eyeing these when they came in. These do overlap earnings. We got earnings in next week. Let's take a peek at the tape, though. I'm sure these probably moved on that drop. So, I mean,
I would think they're probably back to what they were, though.
Yeah, we'll kind of make that. Look at that. I got another one with a goofy order book there. Usually when I see those order books like that, though, I kind of just, I personally ignore it there, but let's just kind of keep going through it here. I mean, so now we're filling out the ask here. Order book actually changes a little bit. 53.11. I mean, your IV's rising and your spot prices, filling at the ask, then it's filling at the bid, then it was, a mid with the goofy fill there. I'd probably... No, you got your spot price kind of rising here, 156, 157. 158. Man, I if you made me trade it, I'd say they're probably a buy there. I like that spot price rising kind of throughout everything here. and your IV rising as well too. So I mean, you're getting that ascending flow. That's what you want to see. Again, just the only thing I don't like, you overlap earnings. Is this an earnings related trade? We don't know. hard to know, but I mean, geez, man, I don't know what is going on today.
As I go back and forth between coffee and a fucking Dew Zero, because the coffee, like I need it for my brain to work. It's not even the caffeine. I could drink decaf and it does the same thing. It's just it's entirely psychosomatic.
The taste or something, yeah.
But I'm hot, dude. Yeah, I'm so toasty right now, so I had to get a Mountain Dew to get the caffeine while not roasting.
Oh, get ready. It's coming. It's coming. That heat's coming.
We're about to get.
I mean, I if you made me trade it, I'd probably say buy to open there. Again, you just got kind of a lot of, odd things going on in here, and then you overlap earnings there. I don't remember who requested that. Netflix, let me see it. Tucker just dropped it.
Yeah, it's probably forever ago. We got distracted big time by that candle. Holy fucking shit. And again, they retraced it. That's just good family fun, man. That's just good family fun.
That's funny.
God,
that's
damn.
funny. Is it? Oh, where's my chart? Yeah, I mean, I'd still be, I mean, you're not gonna hold that big of a drop anyways. Like, you'd be insane to do.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and clip that, and I'm also gonna showcase Hammer and BK Alethea for fucking catching that. God damn, you guys are great.
Yeah, nice job.
Primarket Fairchild says, loving the shows. Keep up the great work, guys. I appreciate you, homie. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
Our YouTube and our Twitch are a little beat up relative to the X stream, and so I'm glad to see people in there. I'm trying to get those back to their former glory. So tell the homies to come hang out with us if they get bored in the morning while they're sitting at their desks, because I do, and that's why I was like, hey, can we start a trading show? Again, I got to say again, we didn't used to take live trades on the last streams, but we're to it now. We're vibing.
Man, this candle should have been
from Grifflord.
Should have been the other way, man. Give me the candle the other way, man. Just never on the right side of news candles, man. It's insane.
Well, they're fucking random is the thing, so you can't. Your trade was sound. The setup was sound. I was expecting it to break out toward the high again. I think a lot of people were, and holy shit, Trump said no.
Oh,
But goddamn ridiculous.
That's whatever. And Market Tide didn't even like flinch on that either. Market Tide didn't even flinch on that.
Yeah,
drop.
It didn't care.
Put premiums actually dropped.
Yeah.
That's
that was a good indication that they were going to bounce out of it. I didn't expect them to bounce the entire move instantly. Look at that. That is I just want to paint the picture here. 300-point drop, 250-point turnaround. All in
I'm
fucking 10 minutes and some change. Literally 10 minutes. And the drop
we talked
happened
about the range
seconds,
though.
Dude, like
we talked about the big range. We talked about the big range for the day. And
now that said, news did
we
that.
haven't tested the upside. We haven't tested the upside, but they got. I mean, 7,500 there. We were. What was our low there? 75.08. So I mean, they were 8 points off, and they were building up down there.
I think I need a cigarette after that fucking.
Jeez, me too. I thought cigarette, dude. I think I need a drink. Oh wait, we can't get on this topic again.
It is Friday. Why, you don't want to get roasted again? Is that what?
Yeah, it's Friday, but I got stuff to do this afternoon, man.
Damn. Well,
I just want to see if it.
All that said, man, good trade BK, good trade Hammer. I'm glad you guys caught what you caught. I'd love to see that. I'll probably clip that. I was going to finish another video I was working on today, but I'm probably going to clip that out. That was fun. Fun, but I didn't get to make any money off of it, but fun nonetheless. Anthony's note of 7,500 building helped me to stay in, though, with caution. Good shit, dude.
Hey, you're welcome.
It does seem to be that I'll be like, here's what I do. And then everyone who hears me say that does it and does it better than me. And I'm just like, well, fuck me then.
I know, that's how I feel too. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And I take it out here and then it runs like another like 30 points. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Cecil said I wasn't in anything there, but I was definitely considering longing before. Oh, I'm glad you didn't, at least there. At least right there. You'd be fine right now if you did, because we're right back to where Anthony took his long, basically. But, yeah.
Do I want to look? Yeah.
Woo! That was fun.
Just
Hammer
hey,
says, frankly, I was in a good position and negative for the day, and now I am good, positive as hell, dude. You guys are fucking killing it.
There you go. Good job. Good job. I mean, that's the thing too. Like, if we're taking trades, don't shadow trade us, but just listen to what we're saying. Because we're telling you what we're seeing. Yeah, I mean, take what you're learning from the show and apply it to whatever you want. Just don't shadow trade us, because again, kind of like Nick said, there's a delay. So
Friday after Trump shenanigans, you'll be fine for sure, dude. I'm sitting on my hands too. We took a small hit of 150 on account A. On account B, we're up 193. What sucks, Anthony, 60. Is I was looking to inverse you right before that happened, and I'm kind of butthurt that I didn't, because I saw the breakout too. I saw exactly what you traded, and it's like, oh wait, and I it's fine. Crazy shit. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna scalp after that unless they give something really clean, and that's fine. We're green for the day, and I'm glad you guys caught something spicy. I like seeing the chat win.
I'm just happy I recovered that candle loss. That's the thing there. I mean, 7,600 down to 75. I mean, that's a 33-point drop there. I only lost $40 on that.
We had it on your screen for that, because that's gonna make it so I can make a short when we start screaming. Because usually when that happens, you're doing a flow review and I'm watching, and my shit's not even on the screen.
Yeah,
all right, let's do some more flow reviews. I don't think we're gonna top that in any trade. The chat whooped our asses on that one. Damn, look at that, dude. All right, I'm gonna shut the fuck up about it. It's over. It's been played out. We do have a couple of contract requests as well, and we got plenty of time to do them. Let's hit the Oracle.
What do you got for me?
Oracle 157.5 put for today. Did this whale forget he had these contracts? If they rode, do they think it's local bottom, or they roll? They anticipate more downside. I hope this homie was short for their sake.
You said for today, correct?
Yeah,
the 710, 157.5.
Go back through the history. He's probably talking about a former fill. Don't worry about today's volume.
Okay. I was gonna. Oof.
There it is. Found it.
Yeah, 334 up to 17.
I think he's fine. What's Oracle trading at?
They're 12% in the money right now, but
homie, I wouldn't be surprised if you see these expire and then the open interest drop off with no volume. I would not be surprised if they execute these.
Yeah, we're at 140.
We're at 140. I would not be surprised. Just like when you see calls expire in the money, you can be fairly certain they've exercised those calls and bought shares. This is the flip side of that. If there's no volume that transacts today, likelihood is they've exercised and have sold their shares for 157.5 each. Same thing, just on the downside instead of the upside, like calls. That's what I'm anticipating. I expect this to expire in the money with no volume transacted today. That's what I'm projecting for it. They're probably just going to sell their shares on this bad boy.
Sell them at 157 probably.
Yeah, that's a win. What was it trading at when those 1,000 contracts came in?
Let's go take a peek. They were.
They're up. They already 3x this shit, or sorry, 5x'd it.
179.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's
a trade and a half.
Yeah, that's
fucking all right then.
Absolutely wild. 12% on the money at the time. So they got, okay.
Maybe
so
they
12%.
will. Maybe they'll take a little profit on it. Actually, we're back near the highs on it, and honestly, it could have been a little bit protective as well. But if we were trading that high, why wouldn't they have just sold them then? Is my why wait until you get them called?
I'm trying to do a little math.
Because remember, puts. If you buy a put, you have the right to sell. At that price. But this was trading at almost 180, so I do wonder if we see something happen on these today. Keep an eye on that.
Man,
keep an eye on that. If something happens, we'll tweet about it.
I would.
It's why not just do it there?
1,000. Let me do a little math here. We know how
this should go well.
Oh, not geez, I could
calendar. Let's do a little calendaring.
Okay. Let's do a little math. So
I appreciate that, JPix. Thanks for coming, homie.
I'm gonna say 1,000 contracts just to make it easier. So if they're selling them at 157, where it's about $17 a share right now, they're making times 17, so 17,000. I would probably, sell the contracts if it was me, because these ran from 334 up to 18. I mean, you're getting a better return if you're selling the contracts versus actually selling the shares there. Jeez. Yeah, that's
Yeah, keep an eye on that. Maybe they do take profit.
Yeah, let's I'm gonna actually save it and then we can look at it maybe Monday.
Yeah, we'll follow up on it.
Yeah,
and if I notice an exit while I'm working on that video later, I will tweet it out as well.
All right, let me just throw this in our little chatty chat. Oh boy, man, I still feel like I did like a hit of something, man.
Yeah, Hammer, don't worry about not catching the whole last move, dude. Nobody even projected that. I basically only short, and I saw a short there, but not like that. That was straight up news, spiking that shit down into the bottom of the wide daily range of gamma. But you got 115%, dude. Just know that even though it made more in the short term, that bounce also happened in seconds. You could have just as well gone back to break even or a loss in that same 10-minute interval. 115% is a massive win with options. If anything, as much as you see people posting all over Twitter, they're 1,000% gainer, made 15,000%. Those are by far and beyond outliers. A lot of luck, because 115% win on an options contract is an outlier. You made a banger trade, dude. Don't worry about not catching that whole ass move. 115% is good shit.
Phenomenal. Don't downplay that. I mean, I personally look for like 20-25%, and that's a phenomenal trade there. It's the marketing that messes with people's heads where, hey, you're gonna make 300% on this trade, like.
And we don't do that on this show.
And you're not gonna you're never gonna exit at the peak return either. Like
you just gotta catch you don't need the whole ass fucking rump roast. Just get a prime rib sandwich out of it.
Like, I mean, and kind of touching on the oracles here too. Like, if you're in these here, like, I mean, 334, these are trading at like $10 here. A normal trader is going to probably start, maybe thinking about taking profits here. If you're being ballsy and holding them as we're getting closer to expiration too, all the way up here, you don't know where that contract's going to stop. Like, I like looking at the peak returns on the contract just to kind of see how it moved and, where you could have improved. Like, hey, I should have probably threw a stop on here, so on there. I just kind of like the LRCXs that we looked at there. Like, I was up 10%, 12% a couple times there. I should have threw a stop on and followed my own rules. Like, and yes, it could have kept running. It could have been up 30% today, but like, you don't know. You truly don't know. But like, again, I mean, like, looking at the max returns are kind of cool. And I mean, here too, that whale was in at 334. These were down at 107. They were down a significant chunk on those there too. And again, we always say, just because that whale's always in still doesn't mean you need to be in. Now, ooh.
Whoa, I clicked the wrong thing. Everybody got to see my
wrong
OBS.
one.
Hopefully I didn't get stopped out while I did that. Oh my God, why is that happening?
What is wrong with you?
A lot. I was looking for a breakdown of that rounded top. No way in hell was I going to set my stop up there. I trailed it to the 1 minute candle here. Just eyeballing for a quick flush back down to 24-ish, and they have basically gotten me there. I'm taking it. Nice little scalpy poo. I think we can flush. My P&L's not updating.
Oh God.
Oh, there we go. It updated. I'm not going to take another trade just because that happened. That lagginess means there might be a disconnect in communication between TradeOvate and TradingView. I'm not going to go in again. We're close enough to the $300 target I like to aim for. I'm going to leave it there. I don't like that just happened. Ooh, we're getting choppiness too. Did you see that wide bid ask just happen on the NASDAQ?
Yep.
You got to be careful when the dome's doing that, because if you enter a trade at market, when that happens, you're going to get a 20-point bad fill. They're going to flush it without that's okay.
MES
I don't like that lagged. I'm not going to push it. We're going to take that and fuck off. Let's do more flow. I'll take it.
Yeah, MES is kind of doing it too. We're skipping around on here. Yeah, that's not good. Just finishing up here. I mean, like,
I wanted to get a nibble too. I was jealous. I just wanted a bite.
like I mean, these were trading at 334. Holding them down. I mean, they're down $2.34 a contract. That's a big drop there. But again, you don't know what these people know. Like this whale held through the drawdown, and they were up. When did these come in? 611. So I mean, they were in here for about a month. Like it's I mean, just wild. Yeah, like they're like you'll see, and I mean, I'll always talk about like the max return, just so you can see that max return. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, these were in at 334 and like $7. Like, yeah, it's nice to see that full trade, and it helps you kind of like especially on that longer term stuff. Obviously, this was like a month out in the time. They're like, hey, I'm gonna look for a good resistance spot here. I know there's time on these contracts. Knowing that they were a month out there, that whale probably didn't care what happened for the first couple sessions, and you can, I'll say it's a discounted entry, but you don't that just because it's like if you would have got these at that 334, you notice them at $1 there. Just because they're at that $1 doesn't mean they're going to always go back up to that $3. But now, if you were patient, found a good resistance spot, you could have capitalized on a bigger return. They're just kind of some little tips and tricks I like to do with that too, especially in the longer term stuff. Like something 5 days out, 7 days out. They're probably not looking for a.
I shorted again. I had to. They rejected my level. I had to do it.
Oh no!
Everybody, pray that it doesn't lag like it did on our exit earlier, because I'll be butthurt. Just watching this, see if they can take out that bottom of that wick. If they can't, I'll take it. I still think they flush. But again, it was lagging, and I don't want to risk lag. I'm done. We're done. I'm taking that. Y'all, if I show my screen later, and it's lower than 362, call my dumbass out on that. Even if it's higher than 362. Call my dumbass out and be like, hey, you said you were done. I got to get better at that. I'm very bad at that when I'm winning. And that's part of what we talked about on the Wednesday show. But the reason I entered is I'm looking for them to form a stair step off of that 850 level. That's where I wanted the long earlier, and it played out. Now I'm looking at it at the downside. I wonder if they just kind of stair step walk this back down to the bottom of that range we got on the Iraq ceasefire.
Yeah, look at your update on Periscope here. Yeah, I would almost kind of.
Jose, I don't know what you're talking about. Trump said that we won the war like 15 times already. What do you mean just go to war already? We already did 15 times and won every single time. He said so it's true. Right?
Plot twist. You can end 30, 40 wars if you win it 30, 40 times. Good way to do that.
Damn. I think this is gonna go.
I still like that
I should have just left it open
more.
Yeah, they're probably gonna at least touch those 760s. That's okay. I'm done. We had a damn good trade. BK and Hammer nailed it on the news candle. Like, what a day. We're not gonna beat that.
Yeah,
let's keep flow reviewing. We're not gonna beat that.
Yeah, let's if we get a setup, I'm still trying to.
No, I feel you. I have reached my limits. We went from -150 on the day to about +2 something. We're vibing. We are vibing. We're chilling.
That's so the Oracle one we looked at, I don't see anything else in the chat here.
Oh, we got MU. We got a request for MU puts from the croc on Twitter. Yeah.
All right. MU. Let's take a peek here.
Abel, I don't know what that means.
14 days.
Hey, I appreciate you, BK. You've been here like every single show since we started it in November.
Yeah.
You're fucking awesome, dude. And I like seeing you guys win. Like, I want to make money, but the whole thing that I've been doing since I started working at Unusual Whales is writing educational content, making videos for content, streaming content, and I like to see it bear fruit. Like, I'm not writing that shit for me. I'm not, like, I do the show for me a little bit, I'm going to be honest. It keeps me a lot more honest in my trades, especially if you were here on Wednesday, I talked about my blow up last September. It keeps me from doing that again because I have fucking 40,000 people who see me trade, and they're gonna fucking know if I fuck up, and I'm gonna hear about it. Is it going to continue to drop? I cannot answer that question for you, but right now they're setting a new range. Looks like a stair step down toward that 7,500 again. But I'm not going to just give a blanket statement like yes or no, because we don't know.
Yeah.
Anthony was positioned for a breakout that was absolutely going to happen before Trump gave us.
And
the
it was
Trump tweet
green.
yeet.
And it was
Yeah,
green.
you were profitable. It was
Yep,
moving toward target. And then news killed it violently.
I would say the positions are kind of set up for lower, but this is minute to minute. It updates minute to minute. I would kind of keep an eye on that 75-30-ish area here. A lot of positive gamma. Could be a little relief spot.
And we already caught the rejection I wanted on that bounce. Like, we're hanging out, man. I'm not taking any other trades. BK, I know you banked on that shit. Maybe just be done for the day, man. Don't
you don't need to overtrade.
Don't risk giving any back. Go into your weekend with a boner from an amazing trade and call it good, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. I love seeing that shit. All right, MU puts. Are there any?
Yeah, let's if we get down to 75-30, let me know. I'm kind of looking for either I'm looking for a short or a long once we get to one of the extremer ends of this range here.
We're 6 points above it now.
Yeah, I'm not touching it in the middle.
See what
Absolutely
you're seeing,
not.
I see what you're seeing.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know if we tap it.
It's not touching in here though. Not touching there. I'd prefer to see the downside part because with that build up down there. But yeah, we'll see. All right, let's look at MU here quick. MU, not a lot of premium today. Again, I like looking at that 14-day view just so you can kind of, see how today's premiums are compared to the previous premiums here now. Kind of all over. You got put premiums, you got call premiums, and net volumes just all over. A lot of negative net volume on some of these days. So it just means more calls are being transacted. Doesn't so I'll ask you, Nick, because when they pull that net volume, is that considered ask side put net volume, or is that just puts transacted?
Fucking what? I wasn't paying attention.
What? So okay, when you look at the net volume here, so this is obviously positive is call volume, negative is put volume. Is this considered ask side? Okay,
the premium
bid side. It could be bid side puts.
Right. That's why you can see. That's why you can see negative net volume and positive net premium, because the net premium is the amount of money transacted. The volume is volume. Yep.
Okay, that's what I kind
of there. Yeah.
Yep, that's kind of what I figured, because it's it's more puts being traded. That's all it is. It's not technically a bearish
I'm gonna keep an
sign
eye
there
on SPX for you, but just to hold myself accountable to not fuck up this $362 day.
You lock in your account.
I'm gonna close the chart entirely.
Oh wow!
Can't look at NASDAQ now. We are right on top of your 530, by the way. We're at 533 now.
I'm taking it for a very quick pop. Say, hey, look. Watch another news candle. News candle. We're putting boots on the ground. We're putting boots on the ground.
I will say net put premiums are still rising and net call premiums are still falling.
We're gonna.
So keep her.
We're gonna do a little quick guy here. I'm just gonna take some little chips off here. I'm just kind of maybe looking for a little bump. Here we go.
Come on, maybe I'll go get some chips. Grab some fucking.
You do that.
Post and link Blue Sky that you're streaming on Twitch. Direct link to the stream. We also stream on Twitter, which is obviously Unusual Whales' mainstay location. So I'm not going to be like pushing the Twitch or the YouTube for the most part. I want to see how they can grow organically. But you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
We on one of your favorite Darth Maul candles there. We erased that, so we just took about $15, $20.
That's better than negative 100.
Eh? We're taking little chips out of that. We erased that nasty drop there. So I'm gonna wait now. I do feel more comfortable with a downside play here, so I'm being very cautious there. I mean, they're slamming puts there. Yeah, kind of. So back to the net vol. Yeah, because I mean, you see people talk about, oh, there's a ton of negative net volume. Yes, it means there's puts. Now, like if you're seeing a lot of ask side put premium. So like if you look here at 7-1, I kind of take that into account more, where you're seeing heavy ask side put premium and the super heavy negative net volume. Now, I don't think we have an
They just
example.
been staring at my face, staring at the screen because I forgot to
Oh,
put the
boy.
camera back on. Fucking
Oh
idiot.
boy. Yeah. So just keep in mind, like it's total puts traded and then total calls traded. You can obviously sell a put, so that will kind of contribute to that there. So just, I mean, I like seeing them in tandem again. So like here, you look at 7/6, you have a lot of positive net call volume. You have a lot of ask side net call premium. That's what I kind of like seeing there. And like you'll have, we don't have any in this specific name. I'm just kind of doing a glance here. Yeah, actually right here, let me go back to 529 here. And then I'll look for some puts for you too, sorry. 529. Like you look at this here, this is like, this is messy here because you're having, you're seeing calls being
just a minor correction to the volume. It's
yes,
still
yes,
net
yes.
volume.
Yep.
So it's considering bid side and ask side still, but in raw numbers of volume, not the premium. Premium matters not at all. It's just bid side versus ask side and the number of contracts, and then the premium is bid side versus ask side, the amount of money.
Yep. Okay. Good job throwing that.
I just wanted to correct that because I misspoke earlier.
Okay. Yep. No, it gets confusing sometimes. There's a lot of stuff that you have to kind of.
Which is funny because I wrote the long ass article that explains Market Tide. Both of them. I wrote those, and I still said the wrong shit.
There's a lot that goes on. I mean, and kind of like the article too about not all bid side stuff on the Market Tide is gonna be bearish. A lot of that. Okay, let's.
But thanks for coming, New York night. New York 2 night.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
New York
thanks for
tonight.
hanging out.
I don't know how to say that shit. I'm just gonna call you New York, brother.
And why?
New York.
Oh God, Tucker, where are you? Tucker, save me. You just hear him click on his mic, like what? Be like, whoa, creepy.
Never left.
All right, let's look for MU here. I don't want to keep confusing people on the net volume here. So I mean, just net volume's kind of all over here. So like there's more calls being transacted right now. And premiums are bid side.
Man, they bounced that 75.30.
Did they?
Yeah.
like I said, I'm
the area though. I don't hate it. Chip away at that shit.
Yeah. We'll see. I'll look into it. I mean, probably would have ended green.
I keep getting tempted to alt tab to my trading view, but it's closed. So I'm glad I closed it because again, dude, don't overtrade.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Overtrading will hurt you. Let's just see. When we got earnings on MU. Oh wait, we already had earnings 74 days. So okay, let's just kind of look at some short-term flow. Let me get rid of some of our multi-leg stuff. I don't want anything over 20. All right, let's just see here. So 0 day deep in the money calls. We don't need that. I need to fix this here. All right, let's see what we got here. See if we got anything volume.
Chat, please. Thanks.
It's always something different.
Yeah. At least it wasn't just some dude, but that was very clearly an AI profile.
Yeah, I had somebody after Wednesday.
Guys, don't get baited by lust, brothers. Don't do it.
I had somebody follow me on Twitter after Wednesday's show, and I was like, what? It was like the goofiest name ever, and I clicked on the profile. I instantly unclicked the profile because it was a guy doing something. And I'm like, how the fuck did you find me? There's
that one guy that pops in asking if he can plug his feet pics OnlyFans. He comes into the chat every now and again.
This was not feet pics. This was not feet pics.
Anthony just clicks the link and he's like, "Oh, there's an asshole."
I was like, what? I wonder if they unfollowed me.
Oh
no.
Oh, Twitter is such a cesspool, man.
Well, and like, cause it looked like a familiar kind of name, and I'm like, I gotta look at this, and then I was like, I probably shouldn't have looked at that. Oh yeah, I'm.
He bookmarked it. That's why he found it so fast. He bookmarked that shit. He saved that for later.
I'm sending you it in the chat.
I've got a feeling I can't show it on screen.
No, do not show it on the
Do we
screen.
need to
Do
open
not
an
show it on the
Unusual
screen.
Whales Patreon for super uncensored shit? Is that what we... Oh my god!
I was like, bro, what the fuck?
I'll describe it. I'll describe it, but I won't show it. Anthony got accosted by a gentleman holding a Red Bull can. Now, I want to point out, though, the angle makes it seem a lot bigger than it is. I want to point out that that is one of the small Red Bull cans. I'm just going to leave that there. That is one of the 8-ounce ones. So, I mean, you know, you got that going for you. But it is the small can. But that is graphic. Very prominent mushroom head, if you will.
I thought it was Bronx Viking that followed me. I was like, did he make a new Twitter? And then I was like, no, this is
no,
not him.
different
this
Viking.
Is not him. This is not him. This is not him.
Hey, nothing wrong with Hey, there he is! There's the only fake man! He's here! Oh, shit! Hey, Big, at least you're not sending us the shit that Anthony just showed me he got sent.
Yeah, you don't want
the feet would be a breath of fresh air against that. Holy shit.
Oh.
Now, again, it's the small Red Bull can. I want to lean into that.
Not the 32 ounce.
He should have covered up the ounces to make it look even more impressive. It'd be like, oh, maybe he just has really big hands. Nope, that's a small can. And we'll move on. But yep, that's a penis.
Oh yeah.
That is a penis. A penis on a Friday morning, right there.
Just short and Red Bull after that one, man. Trying to get sponsored by Red Bull on that one.
Red Bull owns like 50 soccer teams. I don't know if you want to short Red Bull.
I after seeing that, I want to short something, man. You see something burning.
I don't even think Red Bull's publicly traded though, so it's.
I don't think that. I'm waiting for Nate or somebody to like come in the chat and be like, "Whoa, what's going on?"
Yeah, he's like penis. UW's
it's
next
like
show, Anthony's Online Adventures.
Oh, dude, it's.
Hey, if we take it back to the early 2000s internet, I think we would get demonetized on every platform ever if we showed those adventures.
Yeah.
Unfettered internet was fucking something. All right, MU.
Yeah, so you're looking for MU puts here. I'm just kind of looking at that volume here, some higher volume on calls. I'm looking at the puts, not really, maybe these 713, 835s. This is an opener. You have 500 contracts coming in against 85. A little short dated for me, and they're a little far out of the money. Oh God, what are we laughing at?
Quick.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm waiting to see it ding here.
Oh, it's not anything yet. It'll just be something later.
Oh.
Our foot pick man told you to check your.
Yeah, I see it there. Yeah, I see it.
We're gonna get in fucking trouble.
We? Who is we?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, these puts here again, they're a little far out of the money for 3 days. I don't like seeing that IV kind of drop here with that price going up. Oh no, that price is dropping there. Gee, see, look, you see Red Bull cans and schlongs, and this is what does to you.
I can go for a Red Bull right now. Good point.
I am not an energy drink fan, actually. They taste so disgusting, man.
It's hit or miss for me. It depends. MU, god damn it, dude. We are on one today.
Yeah, it's Friday. Oh man, I'm dying, man. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're 14% out of the money here. I don't really Jeez, dude, what is going on? It's really dry here, man. Like
it's definitely not fucking
like that,
dry
like,
here.
Dry here. Like,
I can't even I've got my fan going full blast on my own neck from across the room there. I've drank hella cold liquids, and the sweat from earlier has gone nowhere. Nothing is evaporating.
Maybe I'm just dying. I don't know. One of them. Yeah, the MU's not the best looking full here again. 3 days out, 14% out of the money. Anything else on it? Anything else that could be opening? I'm not seeing too much here. Do a heat zone read here quick. Oh, boy. Ooh, look at that spike in MU there. Yeah, again, Premiums are bid side though, so I mean, there's not really any, ask side puts or calls coming in to grab my attention. Heat zone read. So let's see. Look at where all that negative gamma was. It was down at 900, 950. I want to see what we were trading at today. What was our low? 959-ish was our low there. Let's see. Look where our heavy gamma was down there, 900, 950-ish. So we were kind of down there a little bit there. We were down there.
Dude, it's only 10:17. Jesus Christ. So much has happened. We had Trump tweet yeets and recoveries. We had
Oh God,
mushroom-headed Red Bull cans. We got feet.
Oh, what a day!
Oh, is it fucking Saturday yet?
Oh. Is it 11 yet?
No,
Saturday. Is it 11 yet?
Imagine how bad it's gonna be whenever we get around to all-day streams. It's gonna be a shit show, dude.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right, heat zone, full screen.
Yeah, we've already kind of tested those lower negative gamma zones there. I'm not really seeing too much either direction that would stick out to me there. So yeah, not too much on MUS. Already kind of throwing some dicks and Red Bulls and stuff in the middle of that one, but that's what you're tuning into. Well, look at that. We erased that full candle now.
Yeah,
and we almost
gone.
hit a new high today.
Trump tweet yeet sent us into hell, and we bounced right out of it.
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna take a long here. We're at 75.50. We got positive or negative gamma kind of growing above us. I'm gonna take another little long here. Let me just wait for this here. I want to see some. So we're about 2 points there. I'm snagging that. I'm gonna set a buy above us. See if we can take out some more of that there, and I'm setting my stop way down here just in case.
Your stop is like where I would try to enter. Actually, no, you moved it up. I like that stop. Never mind. You're good. The way I would enter my long is that shelf you put your stop under. A test of the top of it is how I'd trade that.
Yeah.
But ES is a little more uniform than the NASDAQ. Less violent wick outs.
I like us right here. I mean, this is our spot, and I like that gamma kind of slightly growing above us. There, we'll see. Just here comes another tweet.
I told my buddy group about it and how it was the small Red Bull can. I was just gonna show you what they sent in response.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
It's a miniature Red Bull can.
All right.
Anthony is long. That guy wasn't.
Yeah, not. I was just gonna say not long Red Bull wise, but you know. Oh boy. What a week. Come on,
holy shit, dude.
Let's get a little pop off. Here. Yeah,
this is what our trading show has become.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna hit him with a piss break. I'm actually not gonna play it just because you're in a trade. I'm just gonna go piss. I'll be right back.
All right, have fun. I'll probably still be in the trade by the time you come back. Let's see, just kind of watching here. Let's see if we can get a little bounce here. Starting to kind of see a little volume there. All right, little move there. Oh, he's gonna come back, and we're gonna be slightly up. Let's just move this down a teeny bit. All right. Keep on moving up. Well, it's not holding. Okay, it gave me a little stop there. Well, I'll re-enter if we get back down there. It's just a lot of positioning, just kind of still all over here. Now it's going to give me that pop probably. Yep. So we erase a little bit. We're down back to our original kind of before our big drop there. Let's just do a peek through my flow feed here. Yeah, there's a lot of multi-leg junk kind of hitting the feed, it looks like. F cells are still, I was kind of eyeing those, but I didn't really like that kind of IV bouncing around on these. Let's hop around in here. Yeah, I mean, you got the IV spike here, but again, on some of that bigger size there, you're kind of seeing more of a midfill, some bid fills, and not the cleanest looking tape there. 7 days out too, it's down 11%. But yeah, I mean, just a lot of kind of multi-leg stuff here. The feed's been very dry here too. Flow feed has been very dry. Let's just kind of
What'd I miss?
this. Well, I gotta start the prop from over again.
Oh, did you get nuked?
No,
Oh, no!
I got out. We're now only down $46.
I'll fucking take it, dude. Oh no, like that's just a cherry on top to a what the fuck day.
I don't think. Well, I don't think I could get. I can't fail. I mean, I've got too much of a cushion here. I mean, to even fail anything, we're only about 800 from getting past that eval now. If I was short there, I probably would have got that eval.
Go ahead and check out the Unusual Whales YouTube education playlist and site guides playlist, as well as unusualwhales.com/information. A lot of places to begin right there. A lot of beginner information from the very basics of options to complex strategies. So check that out. You don't got to spam though, dude. I saw you. You're good. Don't worry. I see the chat. I see all. I'm omniscient. But I'm not omnipotent. Omnipotent. I will die fast. I'm squishy.
Yeah, we didn't really get that bounce there when you were gone, so I kind of just flattened up a little bit there. I had to stop up there. You know, whatever. Took a little bit there. We're cutting away at that. There, they are slamming calls there. I like that. I do like this still for some support here, 75.50. Just like to see, you know, a nice big purple build up and maybe some of that drop off down here and or drop off above us and build up below. But yeah, 75.50 right now is kind of my big spot I'm watching. It almost does look like we're bull flagging here on the, you know, well, there goes the pop there as I say that. There's our bull flag there on the 1 minute, and there you go.
We do have a blanket request for Hood. The one that got away, my biggest regret of not entering, because I called that shit at $11. Bro, stop spamming. I saw it. God damn, Hayden. And Hood's big enough that you're not going to pump it by saying it more. You're not going to pump Hood.
Hood. Just not a lot of premiums over the last couple sessions.
Now,
here.
notably,
I mean,
that big spike in premium hasn't exited either.
Yeah.
You're fine, dude. I'm just giving you shit.
Yeah, you're gonna scare away the viewers, man. Stop. Yeah, I apologize for my co-host. He has a lot of tism and a lot of issues.
A lot.
Just
so much.
Just ignore him. Ignore him.
Unless I'm talking about Periscope. Listen then. I'm a kill now.
Yeah.
Periscope. Yeah. Nah, ignore that too, honestly. Just do what you're going to do.
Don't do your own thing. Do your own thing. Do your own thing. Yeah, not much recently, but you did have that kind of big spike there as when we gapped up, and some of that kind of dropped off a little bit there, but it's kind of looking in here. Dude, I don't know what is going on with my throat today.
You're thinking about that Red Bull.
Oh, I hate you. I'm kind of happy Tucker's not here for this one. He'd be having the time of his life.
Yeah.
Too. Oh boy.
God damn it.
Earnings in 19 days. I'm not seeing much for kind of flow coming in today. Just kind of looking at that volume compared to the open interest. A lot of that volume's a lot lighter than the open interest. I'm not seeing much there. Actually, you know what? Okay, I gotta. It makes me let me finish the hood read here quick. Let me finish the hood read here. I thought of something funny for this show. So okay, absolute gamma is at 120. So kind of slightly below that. What's our gamma? Yeah, look where we are. We're in that heavy positive gamma. Might just kind of hang out around here.
See if they can turn it into support again, like the last run they had, though. I see what you're seeing, Hayden.
That
if they can
7
get over
days.
This point, I think you're right.
I like that 717 there for sure. Got a lot on that 120. I need to check one ticker that I was kind of watching earlier.
You're not gonna plug that Discord server, homie. You'll never be able to chat in this chat again if you do that. Just forewarning. It's great that y'all got a community. Don't put it in our chat.
I was watching.
You're not community. Nope, we're done with Hood. I'm banning all of you. We're not community pumping anything. Y'all are done. Nope.
Okay. All right, well, I don't have to finish HUD then. Nice.
Nope. Nobody checked their profiles. Don't check anything. We're not doing that. No pumping of anything. You're not going to pump HUD anyway, unless you're like fucking 100,000 people. But we're not doing that. Keep that shit out of my chat. All right, go ahead. We're not doing that.
Oh, I'm guessing it wasn't in the YouTube chat either.
Oh, look, another person I can ban. Cool. I'm just going to be banning anyone who mentions this ticker for the rest of the show. We're not doing that shit.
What?
You're not pumping anything. You're not going to use my audience to pump anything. And you're not going to take advantage of people who are new to use this exit liquidity. Get the fuck out of here. All right, go ahead.
You have to send me what it was because I didn't see it. You have to send me. I'm curious, but yeah, I was looking at NCLH earlier in the week. So Sunday, I usually kind of look at heat zones for the upcoming week there, which we can take a peek at Monday mornings now. You know, kind of a little spice in there. Look at that 15-day out, that 717. A lot of positive gamma on that 21. Your absolute gamma was 25. So we had a couple down days in here, but we've kind of recovered a little bit finally. So 7-6. What was the Monday was the 6th? Yes, 7-6. Look at that. So, oops, where are we? 7-6. Oh, I'm on. Oh, geez, what is wrong with me, man? Yeah, here's your 7-6. Look, we were at 19. You got a little discount there, but look, we came back up towards that positive gamma a little bit there. Little move there. I had an NVIDIA bullish read there too. We'll look at them on Monday because I usually go through there. I am actually.
NCLH was one of my COVID wins.
Oh, boy, yeah, you probably shorted that thing.
You're goddamn right.
I want to see if they put that in there yet for that. Oh no, not yet. That'll take them probably a couple of weeks to do that. I was just kind of curious to see if they put in the.
BK says, "Wow, spy above Trump news and new high." You were right, Anthony. What did you see? You wanted to go long. I think you wanted to see that positive gamma hold as support.
Yeah, I'll show you what we can pop back here. Let me just go back to when we were kind of at that time there. So 10, 17, 18. So we were sitting here 10, 17. I'm going to zoom this in a little bit. So here's our 10, 17-ish right here. So we're sitting right at that 75, 50 acting as support. I'm seeing that negative gamma grow out of the money here. I'm seeing that gamma below us decrease there. So obviously, we still have, it's still a big range. That positioning's still open, but I like seeing that growing up here. We were sitting on that support and just kind of following those 1-minute updates. Just it's not growing significantly, but these are dropping down here. That's what I like seeing coming up here, and we moved up through that there. And you just see how that kind of positive gamma is still growing at 75, 50. Gamma's kind of still growing above us here. It's still lightly dropping off below us there. So, I mean, that's kind of why I was starting. I'm looking for the purple bars more so, like where you're seeing that big change in that gamma. And I'm kind of trying to eye where, hey, is it out of the money? Is it in the money? Like if I'm seeing purple down here, like, it's pretty far out of the money and it's decreasing there. Now, if it's increasing, I like seeing that a little bit more. But like we saw that purple bar at 75, 65 increasing, and at SPX trading, a majority of it's out of the money. So, I kind of just try to, hey, maybe they're buying that 75, 65 call there. And if they were buying that there from 75, 50, they're up about, 8 points, 9 points. That's a significant move on contracts there. So that's kind of the way I like to do it. I kind of piggyback off how like Dan did it in his primer, where he's talking about, hey, that trading's out of the money.
Yeah, and keep in mind in the long primer, the long one, it also covers how customer position works as well. But obviously the main focus is market makers, because that's what this position is.
Yeah, that's that was
we need to pump QQQ after the pumping HUD meltdown. Shut up. Get out.
Yeah, no, and that day that you guys did that primer was super good day too, because you just had the negative gamma up, down, and it
Oh,
was just
dude,
ranging between those.
we-
I mean, that was a
Textbook. It was
absolute day.
perfect timing for him to do that because it was the most crystal clear
It's
setup you can have for
yeah.
gamma levels. It was beautiful.
Yep. It would be nice to see him do like a messy read, like on a kind of a day like this. Because I mean, obviously, you and me kind of traded the same way. It's interesting. I like seeing.
I keep wanting to open the NASDAQ chart, but I'm not gonna. I'm fighting.
Yeah, I know. I know you're looking for.
I'm chomping.
I know you're looking there. I know you're
am.
looking there. No, you're looking there, especially if we get something down there. Yeah, because you and me trade it pretty much kind of the same way. I like seeing how other people trade things.
A lot of
and then
people
I
trade
try
calendars, calendar spreads with gamma levels.
Yeah,
and it works well. We'll have Nate harp on that because he likes his diagonal spreads and his calendar spreads. I bet we could convince him to build one live.
Probably.
Calendar spreads are they're on the safer side of options trading with decent profitability and capped losses. I like calendar spreads. I'm just bad at them. God fucking damn it. Nobody clicked that
another
link.
one?
I am sick of you sons of bitches. Get the fuck out of my chat. Fuck off. Jesus Christ.
Somebody said my facial expression when the market dumped was worth all the time watching it by far.
Somebody's asking if I think we'll see NASDAQ reject or break out. I mean, it's a toss-up. That's why Anthony was saying we're in kind of a testy zone. We're right up against negative gamma, so it could squeeze through it. But that negative gamma is really steep. They haven't been able to clear it yet. I would be looking for maybe a short-term rejection to retest that heavy positive gamma there. But I wouldn't enter anything right here, right now, personally. We've got now a new negative gamma zone with positive gamma setting up higher. My bias is definitely to the long side, but I wouldn't enter it right here, right now.
How's our tide looking? The tide's improving a little bit there. A little improvement there. I don't... Usually, when I see that just all call premiums, ask side and everything else is kind of bid side, I just, it seems like it's a slower, kind of choppier, grindy day there. Because, I mean, yeah, I personally kind of like seeing the, the out of money puts, out of the money calls being ask side because you're seeing more speculation then versus them being, bid side here. I mean, this to me, it's kind of a grindy. I read it as a bullish market tide here. You got ask side, all call premiums, so that's anything deep in the money. So I mean, these can be 25% of the money contracts pushing that premium up there, and it looks like it's Meta and Nvidia kind of driving us to it. And yeah, we talk about it every once in a while too. That top net impact chart, just keep that open there. You can switch it to the numbers, but I like seeing the visual. The visual helps. I'm not big at like, oh well, okay, look at the number here, oh blah blah blah. The visual helps a lot there. Like, what is contributing to the market tide right now? It's just Meta and Nvidia. Like, this isn't a super strong breadth push there. I'd
It's
say
like only Meta and Nvidia. That's
like
funny as all hell.
Compared to yesterday, where hey, this is a stronger market tide. Because like the issue is if Meta and Nvidia drop, you're gonna see a quicker drop in that market there. Versus, oh, he took his headphones off. I should start pumping my crypto. Hey, buy crypto. Oh crap, he's back.
You piece of shit.
I was gonna show my crypto there. No, I was just talking about like the issue kind of with like the
hold on, I got a bug bite on my fucking forehead and it's so goddamn itchy.
How?
I don't do mosquito bites well. They're so fucking itchy. You could snap my arm in half and I'll be like, "Aw." But if you give me a bug bite, I'll have a fucking meltdown. It's so itchy.
How do you get a bug bite on your forehead?
Good fucking question, man.
Like, were you sleeping out in the woods?
Asking the age-old question. I'll just like I'll bug bites just appear on me. They love me. They'll completely ignore my girlfriend in any setting and just fucking swarm me.
Maybe it's because you stink. I don't know.
They're probably trying to get a contact high.
All that. Oh boy. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. I was gonna say the sweat. They probably like the sweat, the stinky, salty sweat that you're just producing.
There was a study done to see if mosquitoes are attracted to like alcohol sweat and cannabis sweat, and I think the answer was yes. I'll have to look into that.
Not surprised. Yeah, so just kind of finishing up on the market tide here. Yeah, like I always keep that top net impact chart. So kind of comparing that to Thursdays.
Mosquitoes can smell when someone's had a beer or smoked a joint, and even prefer beer drinkers and smokers' blood. So there you have it. They're trying to get contact high. They're just trying to get fucked up real quick, man.
Blood and just running into walls. And that's why they're so stupid half the time. And you see them hitting walls and stuff like they're all drunk and high.
It's because I got them high as shit.
Oh God, that's your fault. It's your fault. Got it.
Anyway,
yeah. So yeah, like if you look at yesterday's top net impact chart, you have multiple names contributing to that premium. So like, let's just say like Apple had a little drawdown there. At least you have other names kind of supporting those premiums. Now today, you only really have like 2 names supporting there. So like if Meta just dropped for like, I don't know, let's just say like a 0.5% in like a second, you're going to see a bigger impact there in that market reaction versus because you don't have much kind of pushing us up premium wise. Like this is a very quiet day. And speaking of that, I want to see what we're at for volume.
And then after that, we can take a quick PC blanket request on SPCX, but I imagine it looks like shit. Hey, look, no volume again.
Oof. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, BK noted earlier, too. SPY volume, a measly 12 milli. That's what's funny about shit like that, is you just get so much volume all at once on a news candle, and then nothing else. Just nothing.
I want to see how much of that volume was on that candle, too, just for the fun of it here. Let's just see. So
yeah, look at that. That's all.
Never mind. We're on the wrong one. Hold on. Let's go back to...
I mean, I bet SPY looks the same. Yeah,
you had 758, so you had about 2...
Most of it came in on the buyback.
You had about 3 million. You had about 3 million transactions here on those kind of 3 candles there. So I mean, without that there, you're at about 8 million, 9 million. That is not a day to force anything. SpaceX here. SpaceX, I actually saw a couple contracts hit my feed here. And look at my feed too while we're on that. It's all multi-leg junk and just not the best looking flow.
Today's been a bit of a flow week of dryness. Really the ones we talked about during pre-market were the main ones.
Yeah, and I mean even these 14 days, 40% out of the money, you're up 14%. I'm not doing anything with that.
You might be new to the stream, so I won't ban you, but I am gonna delete that. Don't pump fucking meme coins in my chat, please. I just banned like 30 people for trying to pump Hood of all things. I will drop that hammer so fast. So you get a warning, because you might not have been here before, but that's all you're getting.
Yeah, like
I recognize your name. Did you used to come to our Twitch streams back in the day, bro? We are back on Twitch, but it's dead. I recognize your name. Anyway, don't share crypto.
Yeah, I mean, like my flow feed today, it's just all multi-legs or just
Oh, I see what you mean. SK hi Nix. I see you. Are they even optionable? They're new, right? Aren't they like new?
Who are you talking about?
I don't think they're optionable.
You can. I'll let you look. I'll let you look. I'll do SpaceX here. I don't think I've had anything. I thought I saw something maybe hit my feed. Let me see. Oh, so there was one put that.
Yeah, they're not optionable yet.
My feed here, the 724 125 put. So when this came in, it was 2,000 contracts. Definitely opening volume. Premium's not looking that, really directional here. They're kind of bid side flat there. SpaceX is one that I actually haven't traded yet. I don't like playing with the IPOs usually. I mean, let it settle down a little bit, let that IV drop a little bit. But yeah, I mean, kind of looking at them here, I mean, you're looking at that 915.49. So kind of a chunk of trades coming here. You got a chunk here. I lean by to open on the way they fill because you get a nice spike in that IV, and they're filling a cent below the ask here. And I mean, 28 seconds later, like, I mean, you're still getting some more flow, but like this is spotty in here. We don't know if it's related to it. There's kind of a lot going on in this chain. I don't know how the heat zones look on SpaceX. I actually haven't even looked at them once, I don't think. Oof, this thing's just got a lot of negative gamma, it looks like. There's a lot of negative gamma on this thing. Have some gamma at
I
one
mean,
fi-
you just go ahead and look at the stock chart since it IPO'd. It did the classic
Yeah.
IPO move of pump and dump.
and it's
gonna be a lot of negative gamma.
It's kind of funny how, we talked about SpaceX a little bit, and we're like, kind of, be cautious because usually you see a dump after IPO. Now, again, a little different situation here, but look where we IPO'd up there, 201. I'll pull up the stock chart here in a second. I'm just doing a gamma one. But look where we're trading now. We're at 140 something there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do have some negative gamma above us here. But again, look where we were kind of trading. Let me so we were kind of around that 149ish here. Let's just go back here and take a peek. 149ish. Look where all that kind of gamma is. 150, 149ish. We got up to it there and just kind of drop down through that negative gamma there, through that acceleration zone. 7-day out gamma 2 got, again, that was at 150. 150 is our absolute gamma. So, I mean, we kind of accelerated through that negative gamma there. I'm not seeing much. I mean, besides that, your 724 expiration, more negative gamma below us. It's kind of a,
that SPY rejection cleaned up, though.
Did it?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah.
So did we reject? Oh, look where we rejected. Almost at that 75.
Yeah, right
65.
at the top here.
But, that 75, 60, 75, 65 there. Yeah,
we're right on top.
That rejection.
We're right on top of the wick of the 10 a.m. candle here as well. I would almost nibble a very small size long with a stop below 75.30 if I was on SPX. But I'm done trading for the day. We took our wins earlier. I'm good to go.
Who are you? I might snag one more if we get out of here real quick. But yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of gamma below us here. A lot of negative gamma. I don't see a really good long bias right now, and I don't know when they have their first earnings report coming up. We don't even have an earnings tab though. When is let me take a peek. When is SpaceX's first earnings report?
Eventually. Have they even marked
August
it yet?
6th to August 6th to August
still.
11th there. Yeah.
Yeah, we did take a peek at Oracle earlier, I think, didn't we? Yeah, we did. We did.
Yeah, there was, speaking of Oracle here.
CGC, to your credit, that SK Hynix is up 13%, but again, it's brand new, publicly traded. No options chain on that ticker quite yet. And honestly, let's revisit this ticker in 2 weeks. I would bet money it does the same thing that SpaceX did. That just happens at IPO. SpaceX was a little bit of a different situation, but I'm not huge on buying at IPO unless you have every intention to get out on a pump, because a lot of exchanges, a lot of retail heavy exchanges will make you hold for like a month before you sell, and if you do sell, they'll bar you from doing another IPO for a period of time. IPOs can get dicey, man.
Yeah, I'm not
But if you
touching
catch a
along
pump,
here either.
get that shit. I know a lot of people
Not
caught
to
some of
interrupt.
that initial SpaceX pump. One of my buddies got like filled on like 5, I think, and he caught the pump and sold the high and fucked off, and he got in trouble with his broker, and he doesn't care because he made his money, so who cares type shit. But hey,
I went short here. I did an
I'll tell my
old-fashioned
stop
stony
above
short there.
that shoulder. You like
Yeah,
to
I got
chase
it right
today,
there.
man. You're getting
Yeah,
antsy today.
Well, you see why I chased? Look at 7,500.
Oh, I do.
And look
but
at
I
above
do
us
also
there.
see potential for a bounce into a rejection.
Yeah, me
But
too.
no,
me
I don't
too.
hate the entry. Keep
Yeah,
it
I'm
going.
gonna put it at the 200 day. If I get stopped out quick, I get stopped out. But I like that. I like seeing that 7,500 grow there on that last update. I think we might see a little drop, and it's dropping off a little bit above us here. All that positive gamma is really
no, I like
dropping
it.
off. Let's get a quick little stop in here.
If
Or
they
not
can't
a
get back
stop, not a
above that
stop.
hump, I would honestly that wick that's right above where your stop is where I'd
Right
place this
here.
on a NASDAQ
I'm gonna
trade.
place it just a teeny bit above it there, so I don't get.
And
Just
if they get you, they
there.
get you. If they do,
get you
my
there.
next target would be the bottom of that little bear flag that formed above us. I would look for them to test the bottom of that to try a second time. Yeah, up there. That would be a safer entry, but they might not even give it. They might make this the next shelf. That might be the next
How
shelf.
about we
right
just get
there.
a news candle?
Yeah. Can we drop 100 points in 30 seconds again, please?
Just plot twist. Oh, we came to a negotiation term. I was gonna stop you, probably. Oh, maybe not. It tickled it. It tickled the stop. Is it gonna do it? Is it gonna? Yep. Okay, that's fine.
Boris asks, out of all the features on UW, what are you guys mainly looking at? Seems like contracts. How prominent is the GEX heat maps on U? Positive or negative gamma? So we can look at the heat zone on U as well. I mostly use Periscope, man. The SPX market maker positioning in gamma because I'm a scalper. For flow, I do what we've been doing. We're just looking at how the options are filling, if we like it, if it's tradable. That's about it. You need to cancel. Go cancel your profit take right now. Go cancel your profit take right now. You set it as a sell stop.
Oops. There you go. There you go.
Buy limit. Buy limit.
Buy limit. Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just gonna cheat. I don't think we're gonna.
I'm just not gonna click shit anymore.
I'm not gonna click shit. I like this. See, this is where I would have been patient and waited for an entry here, 75.50. Let's just see if we get a little drop here.
But yeah, Boris, check those. I mentioned it earlier. I'll mention it again. We now have a place on site that outlines when all of our streams are, and the one you'll be looking for is every Wednesday at 11:30 Eastern. It's on a Zoom call with Snorlax UW, who knows more about flow than either of us, probably both of us combined. And he does primers on the site on how to read options flow, takes questions, answers them. Check that out. It crosses over with our show a little bit, but I always say every Wednesday, if you're new or you're looking to learn some shit, leave our dumb asses for an hour and go hang out in that office hours. You're going to learn a lot there about the site, how to navigate, how to read. Yeah, that would be your place to go. Otherwise, the education playlist on the Unusual Whales YouTube, the site guides playlist on the Unusual Whales YouTube, and then little tidbits that we dish out here and there on the trading show. But for the most part, we're taking trades, doing flow reviews, which Snorlax also does on Thursdays, just before Power Hour. And yeah, his flow reads are a little more educational than ours because we get distracted and scream and yell. But those two, Wednesdays, 11:30 Eastern on Zoom. You'll have to go to office hours on the website to get to it. You'll click that link. You can also set calendar notifications on every single episode, etc., etc. But yeah, the Thursday and the Wednesday stream are where you're going to get the most straight education from an Unusual Whales employee.
I'm watching, just chopping around that entry, man.
I'm hoping that wick prints. It might. They opened below where the last 1 minute candle closed. That helps me stay in a short. I do like your stop. The riskier stop would be above that red candle that caused the first drop because that's the stair step. What you're hoping for right now is for this wick to be the stair step and just give you your continuation.
Yeah, let's just get a nice little roll over here. Just roll this baby over here. Give me a tweet. Give me a tweet, something.
Oh, you know, if they go your way, I'd be eyeballing that 75.90 and 86 if this were the NASDAQ. Now, the NASDAQ doesn't move identically to ES. ES is a little more uniform. But that 90 area where they set support on that little shoulder there, yeah, we're falling off a little. We're right up against the heaviest positive gamma.
Yeah. If we're getting a rejection here, yeah, I don't like that expanding up there and that dropping a little bit there.
The straddle for the rest of the day. Yeah, I would. You know,
I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm gonna set it at this guy right there. If we get stopped out, I'm done for the day too.
I like that.
And if we see some green, I'm flattening that baby right away because I do not like that big purple.
This is why the 1 minute updates are so good. You can see market maker shifting way faster. And if you're in like a situation where it's 50-50 and you see market makers switch out in your favor or against you, it really helps manage the trade. I'm never gonna trade without Periscope again. It's too.
See, you know, I
it's too
jinxed it
goddamn
because I said I only had one red day trading the 1 minute periscopes. I mean, it's still early. You still might be able to get a little back, but
I love
only
it.
down 100
again,
now.
never ever will I trade without Periscope again.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's. You almost have a cheat sheet there. You
We
almost
have
have a
a
cheat sheet there.
general request after this trade. Don't just flatten it if it goes green. Give it some breathing room. You have your risk
Yeah,
set.
let
Your
it-
risk is
yeah.
set. They can just stair step to the upside again. They're kind of forming that pattern. But
Yeah, I don't.
where
I
your
don't
risk
like
is
the
at, I think,
pattern
is
there.
fair. If they take you out and you get tagged for 4 points, so be it. The risk to reward's there. You're risking
Ooh, they
4
moved it
poined
down
to
a
make
little
10.
bit there.
You're
Moved
risking
it
4
down a
points to make
little bit
10.
there.
That's a good risk to reward ratio. I like the pattern. This might stair step it, but you've already got your risk set. They're not gonna blow off the top with you still in a short. I like this.
Oh, there we go. We tickled
Yep,
it.
they
All
got
right,
you.
we're done.
It is what it
I'm
is.
done.
What's
I'm
our
done.
final
That's
value
okay.
on that bad boy?
Yeah. It's like down like 130, 140 probably. 140,
149.
150,
We'll
yeah.
take it. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
literally
That's
what
okay.
account A was
That's
down
okay.
before we printed account B.
Yeah.
We're vibing.
Yeah,
Good
that's
exit,
okay.
good exit.
I liked. I mean, you
I liked
saw
the
why
trade too.
got
I
into
was with
that
you.
there. It looked good there. I mean, you're coming up to that positive gamma, looking for dealers to sell into that. There, you had gamma down there. That 75, 65 when that grew though, that's what kind of scared me out of that there because that was a pretty big growth and a kind of big drop down there. So I mean, I was looking to get out of that guy kind of quick, but that's okay. That's okay. Still early in the day. Still early. Can
Is
still
what
make
it
that up
is.
very easily. All right. What was the ticker that you had?
You.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Cool.
already
I
got
already
her
got
open.
it up. Already got it open there.
Welcome, Neville from Kenya, homie. Thanks for tuning in.
Welcome. Oof. This thing, and not a lot of premiums here. You had that big spike in that put premium back there on 7-1. I just want to go see how that looked. 7-1. Ooh, this could still be in. Yeah, it is. It's still in. So here's that flow. You got 10,000 here. All of that carried over. So 42 days. When do we have earnings on this thing? We have earnings on this junk. 27 days. These are in the money too. Ooh, see how that tape kind of looks in here. So yeah, I mean, I like that flow. I mean, you got your IV increasing here, your spots filling at the ask. A little kind of drop in that IV there. What's our price? I mean, price drops a little bit there, so I can kind of explain that. Yeah, I mean, it's all that same kind of 4 or 5 seconds. That I'll go out on a limb here and say it's going to be all the same trader. Just 10,000 contracts against 85. I'll go out on a limb and say it's the same trader here. So I'm going to say kind of all these are.
I feel like if either of us go out on a limb for real, that limb's going to have a bad time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that IV is kind of bouncing around, then it drops after it increases there. It's kind of a spotty tape there. This is kind of that biggest, they are 5% in the money, though, and they do overlap earnings. So, I mean, that kind of throws a little wrench into it. Let's go back to today. Thing new today. That's 710. Oh, that's today. Gee, I keep thinking I'm like 710, so we got like a month on those. It's already July 10th. Crazy to think that. It's just a lot kind of going on in there. Yeah, not really seeing too much for volume. Do a heat zone on it though. Heat zone where we got put walls or supports at 30 there. At 0, so we're up 62 cents. What were we at on the day? So okay, again, kind of pay attention to where that price was here at open, 32.89ish, so about 33. Look where all that positive gamma was, 32, 32 and a half, kind of 33. Again, price kind of dampens at that level, and you'll see it kind of, oops, God, I'm just clicking all over, man. So we're down from hitting that positive gamma. So I mean, we kind of hit those positive gamma levels. Price rejected there. That put wall was at 30 there below us. So I don't know why I was gonna say Coldwater. It's just Friday brain right now. 7
Mine's just
days out. What
fried.
do we
I'm
got here?
So fucking
Yeah.
tired.
Mine's fried from Wednesday still, man.
I used up all my energy on that Trump tweet candle. And on the Red Bull can.
Oh God, I kind of forgot about that. Thanks for bringing that back up.
Glad I could help, man.
Oh man.
Well, honestly,
Yeah,
dude. All right, go ahead. Finish that up. My
Oh
bad.
no, I was gonna say next week. Just you got positive gamma down there at 30 there. So yeah, not anything too exciting there. Not anything too exciting. I'm happy I got out of that short though. I'll tell you.
Yeah, they
that.
pushed right up back into that resistance. I would almost try again here, but like I
Nope,
said, I'm
nope,
done for the
nope.
day. We got profitable after a losing trade. I think we were up just under like 400 on account B, down 150 on account A. That's a win for me. I'm content with that. Unless you got anything to say, I think we can send the homies off into their weekends. I'm not taking any more trades. Flow's dry, volume's low. A lot of multi-leg dog shit. Jesus Christ, dude, all of them.
I'm not seeing.
Do you accidentally have multi-leg only checked? What the fuck?
No.
Oh, nope, there's
no,
one.
this is-
MS is the only
yeah,
one
nope.
on your screen.
Yeah, there's some single legs, but it's not anything good. Hey, look at that. Some probably, I'm gonna guess, put sells on these 20% on the money, 3 days. It's just last one.
God,
kind
that'd
of
be funny though, huh? If
look
Micron
at the
just
theta
dumps
on these
20%
things.
overnight.
Look at the theta on those things.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
that's
Well, that's what you get with far out the money, short expiration date, and cheap contract is it loses its whole value the next day.
I mean, if we don't even move a cent from here, you're gonna lose 120,
Mhm.
dollars on the contract. That's 70 cents. I mean, that's a
All right,
pretty good
homies.
sell there.
I'm going to flip us over to Cam's. Get one last little peek, see at my home. Oh, he's awake.
Oh, he's
He heard me.
out.
He heard me.
He is.
He heard me.
Out.
I'm in trouble. He's going to give me.
He
He even
is
got his blankets. He's
out.
so cozy. I think that'll sum it up for the week, guys. We had a decent week. If you missed the Wednesday stream, I'm going to be uploading the spot itself. We had mentalist Wayne Hoffman on Wednesday to discuss psychology, human habits, impulsivity, how it affects your trading. And then we had him do a mentalist routine on Anthony, and it was a shitload of fun. We'll get all of that uploaded today to the YouTube, but if you don't want to wait, the live stream is still there on the YouTube underneath the live tab. You can just check it out. It was a really fun segment. About halfway through is when that starts. Other than that, man, I got nothing else. BK and Hammer, grats on catching that news candle. That was pretty fucking dope. I didn't catch it, but we still ended the day profitable. We're vibing. We'll be back on Monday in the pre-market at 9 a.m. Eastern to do some open interest change flow review. Like I said earlier, every Friday we're going to revisit the flow from the week. So if there's anything that we talk about on the show that we didn't save correctly and you guys are tracking, Friday morning we'll do all the breakdown of the week's flow that we caught. We talked about that CRNX dog shit insider trade that turned fucking $5,000 into 1.5 million. Jesus,
That's what I need, man. I need a couple of those, man.
Yeah, me too. What the fuck?
Hey,
Why
we'll
can't
see
I
for a
catch the
while.
news candles like BK did? Come on, man.
Yeah,
fucking
I
banger.
feel that.
But all right, guys, we're
I
going to get out of
feel
your
that.
hair. We will see you guys Monday morning, bright and early. I'll try to be energetic and loud to get y'all hyped up for the day, but I wouldn't hold your breath. It might take a few hours into the show before I get all hypomanic and loud. But otherwise, folks, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Unfortunately, it's only a 2-day weekend this time. Monday's going to come too soon, but I know you'll miss us, so it's okay. We'll see you then, folks. Thanks for coming,
Have a good
as
weekend,
always.
everyone.
And have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend.